Welcome to Chill Hangout number 55. I'm your host, Devious Dave Rose, and it's been a minute, actually, since we last talked. In fact, it's been about 3 weeks to the day since I did my last stream, and it seems, to be quite honest, quite a lot longer. Shout out to all those viewing right now, the 9 that are watching. And as always, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. In the chat, we've got the one and only It's the Costanza. We've got Casey is Raw trying to throw shade against me. And, I'm being, nice to you, so relax with the cocksacks. We've got the lovely Ms. Lauren. We have Nikki J in the chat. He says, how dare you stream over my 8:30 and counting stream, and I'm smoking ribs for once. Hi, Dave. I wasn't sure that you were streaming, but again, that doesn't ever stop me from streaming. But regardless, good on you, kiddo. You're doing swell. What else we got? We got Casey flirting with Lauren. We got the lovely Ms. Butterfly in the chat. Spike the Devious says Butterfly. Thank you very much. And shout out to the 10. So, it's been a while, but it has actually felt quite longer, to be quite honest, because there's just been so much going on everywhere, whether it be in my life, politically. Like, tomorrow is D-Day in Canada. I was going to bring this up later, but fuck it. I'm also going to open up, and fuck Skype, and Teams is even worse. So I'm going to be doing, StreamYards from now on, I guess. But yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, tomorrow is voting day in Canada, official voting day. And we get to decide if we're going to get even more ruin, and it's fucked. We're fucked up here. Or we're going to get some salvation. And the polls that they're showing are basically funded by the current government with our tax dollars. So they're telling us false information, but they're it's a scare tactic. So it's crazy because, again, depending on what happens tomorrow is whether or not billions of dollars worth of investment leaves Canada because of the incoming government. So, but yeah, we'll get into that later. Casey's Ross says in the chat, thought you were dead, Dave. I'm glad to see you. I fucking talking to you? What, do you think that a bot can easily replace this sass and show up in your chat and criticize you for being a bad video game player? Like, no, that's not, they can't do that yet. I'm still alive. What are you fucking talking about? And in fact, you know what? Okay, fine. Casey, you want to talk shit? Let me just set this up here. StreamYard. Let me get this fucking server set up. So if you wanna fucking talk shit like that, and you hold a wrench no less, but you want to talk like that? Okay, fine. We'll have you on the show, and you can defend yourself. Now I've got to apparently go and check my email because they sent me a confirmation or something. Like, oh, you haven't logged in the longest time. So my computer is on its last leg, basically. So I haven't put the link in the chat, but hey, if you want to donate to me, that would be, appreciated. But yeah, I'm trying to get this shit working. Give me a minute. Yeah. Apparently this guy's feeling saucy tonight. Okay, I'm your Huckleberry. What the fucking Windows? What else was I going to say? Well, I was going to talk a bit about Ken's show. I skimmed through a bunch of it, listened to other parts, but Just a fucking shit show. And again, come on, guys. Mellow Yellow just makes it worse. Like, I love hearing fucking Chris talk. I love fucking hearing Filthy talk. Schleppy, he's got some good insight, but Mellow Yellow ruins it. Okay, fuck you. And I'm trying to get into... Oh, Windows, you're adorably fucking pathetic. Let's get this code here. I can finally get the StreamYards. Anybody can call in. There we go. What is this? Live streams. It's so stupid. And they've changed it, actually. Now it's my free trial. Well, hold on. I'll open up Skype. If somebody wants to call in through Skype, fine. That's going away. And Teams is just so fucking terrible. Hold on. Let me check my audio levels. Well, hold on. Sounded good. What the fuck's going on here? It wants me to save a credit card number? What are you fucking talking about? Really? No, here we go. Live stream. YouTube. Oh my god, this is retarded. Oh, okay. Here we go. We have the one and only Casey is talking shit. So, first of all, before you continue, why didn't you go air last night and you were in Ken's show, or Ken's chat?
I was tired.
Yeah, but even your bumbling is still more enjoyable than listening to Mello. Okay, you had the opportunity to do a show that was better, and you just decided to throw the towel in and be like, I'm going to watch that Mello show. The one where he interrupts everyone every time they talk.
No, it's not that bad. He's a good guy.
You have I guess you have more pain tolerance than I do, but no. Are you kidding me? The shit that he said yesterday, as always, ridiculous, but even more so because of the Pope. And my God,
I still think, Senator Palpatine will be the new Pope.
I think that was the last one.
Like, how come does these popes have to be like 100 years old before they're elected?
Well, it takes a while for you to learn, all the theology and stuff. You wouldn't expect like a 20-year-old to be able to read, hundreds of years worth of manuscripts and be able to determine, what is theologically appropriate. And
I'm not saying 20-year-old. What about 30-year-old Pope? I mean,
because again, with age comes wisdom. So you can't, unless you're a particular specimen, there's like myself, you can't necessarily garner all this information in such a short time. Certain people are just not built for it. Which is to say most people are not built to that.
What age would you say is appropriate? You have to be like 70 years old before to be elected?
That's up to those that, again, this is not political here. This is a religious theology. That is where it's decided, not an outsider that says, oh, well, they should be young. Young because they're inexperienced and can't fucking speak on a topic. The same thing with politicians. Like, yeah, okay, like at certain ages, like 80 and stuff, like, okay, you might need to get out of there. You're too old. You don't have the faculties that you used to have mentally. But, again, somebody has gray hair isn't necessarily somebody who's incapable of, providing good legislation. So,
I mean,
and again,
someone
okay, go ahead.
like we shouldn't. Oh, sorry. It's like we shouldn't have to elect someone as old as Biden to be a pope. Well, I mean, we don't elect shit. I mean, it's the church, but uh,
Yeah,
but
but
when
okay, so are you a Catholic?
yeah, actually, I am.
Okay.
I'm a I'm more of a lapsed Catholic, but
And you
uh,
think that you should be able to dictate or determine how the church goes about its business without the knowledge of how its theology works?
well, honestly, I mean, what is he doing so special? He could all he's doing is reading from a book.
No, it's interpreting it. For example, the last, and this is where it's discussing with Mallow, but again, he's a subversive Jew, and it makes perfect sense. But again, he didn't set the example. All the rest of them did. He just follows the plan, which is to say, oh, this last pope was the greatest one. He supported LGBTQ, whatever fucking rights. Well, first of all, that's a red flag because, again, that's totally against all Christian doctrine, right? Any deviation from that is heresy. He encouraged the mass migration of fighting age males, not women and children who are supposedly, refugees, but fighting age males that are being brought into Europe as, cheap labor, but also hold allegiances to countries overseas that are, again, supporting the demise of the West. So as soon as they're called into action, like the fucking terrorist cells that they are, like exist in America, they're going to act according to their tribal beliefs. Doesn't matter if a piece of paper says they're American.
No, I think the best pope for me was I would say John Pope II. That's the one that
John
was
Paul II, not John Pope II.
John.
You
My
called
bad.
in to speak about theology to me, good sir. Um, well, A for effort. How about that?
Well, you knew what I meant. Which pope I was meant. Like I even
But you
said I
don't
was
even
the
know
last.
his name. Like,
Yeah, they're all the same.
no, they're
I
not though.
mean,
There's some based fucking popes out there. But
gosh,
saying
the one
anything that they
that
said
was
would potentially get this channel canceled entirely.
well, the one before Francis just only was in there for a little bit. He's like, he had enough. He's like, I'm just gonna retire. Like, but while this one
Which is an
took
odd
it,
thing. Which is an odd thing. And there's also the fact that there is the prophecy of Malachi that that predicts that
what?
basically that this is the last pope. Hold on, I just got a message from somebody important. So give me a second here to read it. You can speak amongst yourselves. Hold on.
I I just thought it was creepy the way they had him in that coffin. I was like, oh my
When the
god!
f-
He just like, and they just left him there for days like that, and then he had like two lids. They had like a metal lid for his coffin, and then a wood lid. Like,
no,
was that just in case?
uh, it's a wood, lead, and wood coffin that surrounds the bodies of the popes.
Well, I just thought that was. It just looked creepy. I mean, honestly, I'm not a fan of open casket open casket funerals. Honestly, I hated them from the beginning. Like when I was glad that when my parents passed, I didn't got to see them in the casket because I think that would tore me up pretty badly. You know, like with not seeing them, just having celebrate their life, that was better than if, like I said, if I would saw them in their casket, I would lose it. But
That's a little different from the Pope and stuff, but I do see Danny in the chat there asking to be added. I'm just trying. There we go. Add participant. Um, no,
well, I
Danny, I
did
don't see
say
you.
that.
I don't see you live, Danny. I mean, hold on. Do I? Okay, I don't see you live, but I'll add you and see if that works. But
I wonder why Skype is getting.
oh, there we go. It did work. I think. Trying. I don't know, Danny. Like, what? Are you there? Or are you just retarded?
I just see me and you.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to add the account that he has
Yeah.
online, unless he created a new one. It's calling him, but what a failure! You fucking Russian.
Well,
Okay, let me
I'm not
stop that.
shocked. I
Let
mean,
me.
gosh, how many times Tex has like 5 Skype names? You would always
Because
have to
he's
ask him
retarded.
for his next one.
Why would you
Well,
do that?
he is a conspiracy theorist, so he's
No, no, no,
probably
no, no.
like,
That's retarded to say somebody's a conspiracy theorist and not realize that it's just an observation of reality. So that again, are you working for the CIA because that's how they push that term? They're the ones that created that term, conspiracy theorist. Meanwhile, you notice a fucking crime happening and you call it out. It's not a conspiracy.
well, I can't comment to that.
Of course, because you were the one that stole that pie off that woman's windowsill, and you've never admitted it. I saw you
I
when you were
can't,
5 years old.
I can't, I can't comment to that either. I mean, I can't confirm or deny that either. I mean, that doesn't mean an admission of guilt. I'm just
No,
pleading the
the
fifth.
statute of limitations has expired, so you're safe.
But, eh, I mean, like to me, I couldn't care less about any of these popes. I mean,
Of
honestly,
course you.
like I'm glad like they'll do something nice when something bad has
So you
happened.
just see
But
them as a figurehead and nothing more.
pretty much, I mean, they're not really. Honestly, if you ask me,
You know what? I
like,
think you should just be like Friar Tuck, but without the religious, knowledge, and you just wear your fucking potato sack, fucking robes, and you get drunk all day, and you give your merriment to the men. That's the
I,
role I see you in the
I,
church.
I I look at them. I look at the Pope like the King or Queen of England. Like they used to mean something. Now they're kind of like you said, a figurehead. They're like
They used to mean something. Aren't you American? Why would you
oh
look up to them? Or
no, I'm talking about when they actually had power. Now they're just the royal
figureheads?
family.
Yeah.
The they don't even have any power. I mean,
Well,
that's
they do.
why
They have money, but again,
money. That
they don't have direct power. They have
it's
financial
not like
power. Big difference.
they can't just like say, "Yo, that person right there, execute him." They can't do that anymore.
No, but they can make your death look like a suicide, just like Prince. Was it Prince Albert? Um, did with one of those Virginia. I can't remember her name, but she accused Prince Albert of raping her. We've got all the files because
Oh
obviously,
God,
was it Giswell, Ghislaine Maxwell trafficked her to Prince Albert, and I think it was Prince Albert, but regardless, like she supposedly died of a suicide, and then you had a globalist female that tweeted out, oh, like the lies caught up with you, blah blah blah, and like it's obviously very clear they killed her.
I got my rat right here. You see my rat?
Oh, your beautiful dog, yes.
He is a beautiful guy, isn't he?
I can show this if people want to see your little rat dog. But yeah, you don't deserve the dog. And
Why? Why not?
you were looking on Craigslist to sell it for like $5. So like, let's be honest, okay? You got desperate, and instead of like giving it a loving home, you just like, I'll trade you for a quarter. So.
Oh. No, he's my sweet puppy. I love him.
No, but you love those belts more behind you.
Yeah, true.
That's again.
Ow.
You should be beat with those belts for betraying your dog. You should love that dog more than the world itself, and you should fight an army of individuals who would even look at your dog wrongly. That is a true dog owner. Meanwhile, you looking like a serial killer with that new do and those glasses.
Well, my previous glasses got broken. So.
Did you sit on them?
No, I didn't sit on them. I fell asleep on them.
Okay, close enough. Again, like, why don't you get those like industrial strength glasses that people use in the military and stuff, and they don't look chic or anything, but it's just like these things are made so that you can't break them. Why don't you just get something like that?
Nah.
I'd rather pay more.
Actually,
I like to go to Specsavers.
Actually, I'm due for getting new glasses though too. Like,
are you sure you're not due to get new eyes? You fucking blind bat.
But so what have you been up to, bro?
Are you somehow unable to talk to yourself? Like, literally, this is like Superman 2, where, like, there's the bad and good Superman. So I'm the bad Superman. I'm the bad Casey, and I'm confronting you on your internal trauma.
Oh, I remember was there a bad Superman?
Whatever, 2 or 3, I don't care. The bottom line is, like,
I don't even remember being a bad
telling
Superman.
you to buy a game 3 times the price. When you can just literally grab the girl from the throat and tell her, no, I'm not paying $82 for a fucking TMNT arcade game.
Oh, I'm just trying to. The only bad Superman I can remember
Casey,
is
your bad side's like kind of dark.
What?
Your bad side's kind of dark. I'm just sitting here listening to you debate against your dark side. And it's just like, wow, like it's kind of crazy, man. Then again, I kind of agree with your dark side because you do get ripped off quite often. You're more than willing to pay more than market value for a very shitty game. So that's kind of on you on that one.
No, usually I'm pretty good about market price for the games. It's just
No, you're not. Dude, you bought like shitty belts that weren't even like. You fell for the Chinese. Again, it's the Chinese of you. Fucking tricking you. Oh, they show a beautiful picture. You order the fucking belt. It's nothing like it. And you fell for it. And you knew who you were buying from. Come on, man.
Well, technically, it was from Pakistan. So.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies to the Chinese, Edu. But, yeah, I guess that's even worse. It's like, how the fuck did your order end up in Pakistan? Like, and how the fuck were they able to convince people that they were selling legit belts? But like, and again, people look at Casey because you can see, because I'm showing your face now on camera, but like you can see the embarrassment, and you look like, you know what? You look like Paul Heyman after he got stung by a bunch of bees. You look a little inflated there, but yeah, Paul Heyman shaving his head, whatever. He should do that, by the way. He's bald. But like, yeah, I can tell, Casey, like you're embarrassed about this, but you don't really want to admit it. And I'm sorry, this first step of recovery is admitting you've got a problem.
I don't have a problem though.
Hold on.
I mean,
Danny in the chat says, please, can I come home? I mean, is something good, something promo, whatever. I don't, like, dude, have I not told you to call in? Like, I added you to the call. I mean, what else do I got to do here?
I don't know if I even have him on here.
No, I've added him, though. Let me just fucking... no, but he's even listed in this chat as being... in this call, as being part of the call. So I don't know why the fuck he's claiming that he can't call in. Like, what the fuck? So, Danny, what would, like, why don't you explain this? Would you prefer to go onto the Discord? The super secret Discord? Don't tell anyone. Nobody knows it exists.
Don't tell anyone.
But and I'm surprised you don't have a fucking Discord, Casey.
I do. I just don't use it that often at all.
Then why does it exist? If it exists, then you should use it. Again, I get great stories, and sometimes I surprise you when I call into your show, like,
oh, I didn't know that story. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Dave.
So,
yeah,
you know.
I'm not gonna lie. You guys, like, I didn't realize about when night one where they bought AAA. Like, I had no idea about that.
Well, if you're watching live, you would have seen it. But regardless, okay, so fucking the retarded Russian, that's what we're going to have to refer to him as that from now on until he fucking proves different. But the retarded Russian, great wrestling name for a jobber who always loses, because clearly he does. Danny in the chats are like, yeah, let's do the Discord. So you're on my Discord, he's on my Discord. Why don't we go to the general fucking audio chat out of Skype so this fucking retard can, communicate with us. And, we can have more people involved. How about that?
All right, I'll meet you over there.
I'll meet you there first. All right, there goes Casey. And let's get over here. Oh, they beat me to it. Danny's there. All right, Russian retard. Coming down the aisle from the Ural Mountains as a Slavic slave, the one and only Danny MT.
I feel extra fucking stupid being on this fucking show right now. Just to let everybody know, I feel fucking dumb.
When it sounds to me like you had some bad vodka, because, that stuff can, if it's bad, like, it'll get you seeing, bad things.
Did you know that fucking, speaking of vodka, did you know that fucking Dolph, what's his name? I would break you from fucking Rocky. He has his
Dolph
own
chemist.
He's
a chemist. He's a chemist, and actually much more accredited.
I actually did not know that. Is he really a chemist?
No, he's got several degrees, masters, and he's much more knowledgeable than Neil deGrasse, the nigger Tyson, and what's his name? Bill Nye, the fucking faggot guy. He's
Bill
much
Nye,
more accredited than either
guy.
of those guys. So
that's actually really impressive. Like, if you're being serious, that's pretty fucking cool, man.
I'm totally being serious.
Drago was fucking.
Of course,
gangster,
the snark is required, as always. This is my safe space here, the super secret server, where no one can find us, and despite the fact that I've advertised it multiple times. But I can say what I want. I say what I want.
I say what I want to do, what I do. On a frib. Casey, by the way, how are you? Fucking video games and fucking faggot. All right, what's going on, guys? I wanted to come on here, though. Yes, and
All right,
everybody,
speak
in
it.
case anybody there out there like wants to know my personal business, just so everybody knows,
You left
I
Antarctica a
came
couple of
back-
weeks ago, and now you're broadcasting from the surface of the moon.
kind of, sort of, yes, but no, it's a cooler story for me to be able to say I was happy about this because
Oh, that was
in
last
case
week.
of those
Sorry.
certain people that love to know my personal information, I do keep me primo up to date because this is me primo and he's my dog 100.
Not for the last couple
And
of weeks.
yeah, I am
You've been
back
kinda-
on fucking American soil until I go back again on the 7th. And not to mention, everybody, just so you know, like I've said before, my mother loves Dave. And I went and I visited her, and I was talking
Many
to her about
mothers
this
do.
fucking place that I was going to. And Dave told my mom on the phone, Miss Lady, if I ever come there, I will cook you food because that's what beautiful women deserve. And she had a big old shit-eating grin on her face. She loves Dave. Fuck everybody else. Fuck the rest. Also, shout out Tiff. Had a great talk. Tiff, we got that shit settled. Love you, Tiff. Super happy about that. Got my fucking friend back because people are fucking weirdos and try to crazy shit up. But anyways, yeah, no, so I had to do my shout outs and yeah. Here we are. In Houston, Texas, and I'm fucking 7 hours back again behind and my head fucking hurts, but it's all right. We're gonna deal with it. It's not too far from now until the 7th comes around and I go back to Scandinavia. Or not go back, but go to Scandinavia.
Now, are you
And go where
have
the
you,
baby basket was.
have you recently called into Joe Cronin's show? Because again, from what I heard, and I haven't watched it, but episode, and this was a while ago, but regardless, it's been a while since I've been on. Episode 500 went 18 hours or something like that. And I believe I was told that you were on there at some point, but like also Bullfrog was on there. So that apparently there was a lot of shit going on that episode.
Yeah, I don't know enough about like what all was going on. Actually, I had no idea that it went on for 18 hours. I found out way later, being like in the future at the time. But I did get talked into like, hey, dude, like do like a little Scott parody or whatever and bake a cake and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, well,
Oh,
that's
that's
fine.
right.
I'll just
Actually,
go
you
down
did,
to
well,
fucking-
to be honest, and you're not naming them, but I will. It
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
YR.
Yeah,
It was
hey,
YR.
let it loose, primo. I don't give a fuck anymore about this kind of shit. Yeah, let it loose, bro.
No, I'm just
Say whatever the fuck
again.
you want.
Yeah, it's YR challenged Danny. Again, you got to understand when you challenge certain people, it's like, okay, fine. Like it's not a difficult thing to fucking even acquire a cake that says fucking 500. But
Bro,
Danny
cost
did it
fucking
well in fucking
€4
France.
to do
So
that shit, bro.
and
Yeah,
that's
it
kind of
was no
surprising
problem.
in France that you were just able to just tell them, allons-y, un gâteau qui dit 500.
Don't give me a fucking headache. I'm so over that fucking language. And it's fucking blasphemy for you to say that because it is our blood. But oh my god, I'm sorry. I need a break from it. But yeah. I went to a corner store and I spent like fucking €4 or €5 to make
That's
the most
like
cheapest
15,
fucking
10 to
trash ass
15
cake.
American. I don't know the tax
No,
is.
actually, I think right now, no. I think it's 96 cents euro to the American dollar. So it's actually cheaper.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
currently right now it's
probably be
underneath.
13 to 14, maybe. Regardless, it sounds like you got a good deal. But you got the cake.
got
I
a
saw
good
the
deal,
photo.
bro, like
I
some
saw the
fucking- yeah.
fucking photo.
It was a busted ass cake. I lit the fucking candles. It said some weird shit for like 2 seconds. I punched the cake and then I got off the fucking
Dude.
phone.
Again,
That was
like
it.
you know what? In America, if somebody went, the difference is like you went to a place where you know the ingredients are fucking good. Meanwhile, if somebody in America did the same, they would have gone to Walmart where you've got the fucking hydrogenated corn oil and all this fucking bullshit in the fucking cake, and
the high top powder, bro.
Yep.
The high top powder, bro. I mean, yeah. Fuck that. No, this cake was actually good. It really was. I had a couple bites, and then I gave it to, like, the neighbors that were in the fucking flat next to me. I'm like, you want a cake, bro? Like, I can't eat this shit. It was good.
Voulez-vous un peu de gâteau?
A gâteau?
Mais Danny, je sais que vous parlerez beaucoup en France avec les gens en français, mais il y a des gens qui disent que je ne peux parler le français. Oui, j'avais un peu de difficulté parce que je ne parle tout le temps, mais je sais que vous me entendez, me comprenez. Et il y a des personnes...
Dude, that's actually pretty good fucking... Bro, that's pretty impressive for sure. Like, you could get by there, man. You're giving me a fucking headache.
No, but that's the thing, though. Like, give me a month. Give me a month. I used to do this as a kid. Again, like, I did French from grade 3 until I graduated. And I would watch French channels, read French comic books like Asterix, Tintin, and a few others, and Pilot, the graphic novel that exists. Like France and Japan combined in the 70s and made some of the best fucking comic books and like animated series ever in the late 70s. Japan and France were fucking producing the best anime before anime became anime.
That's interesting, but I don't know anything about what was going on in the 70s with fucking comics and all that shit, especially when it came to French. I mean, that shit is just fucking absolutely bogus to me. I cannot handle it. It makes me want to punch myself in the face. Yeah, but
you understand it, and you've been able to speak it. But again, what I was saying I think is quite relevant is that, there are people out there that seem to claim that I can't speak French, and I'm sure that you can guess who that is. But here I am speaking French.
Weird.
Bizarre.
Dave pretends. You fucking weirdo, bro. You just pretend.
I pretend,
bro.
Actually, here the filter is off. I'm a fucking retard, and I just pretend to be intelligent. Somehow I can just play it off.
Fucking liberal lips. Fucking liberal lips. It's going down.
Casey is currently washing his cartridges, his Super Nintendo cartridges. Listening to us, right, Casey?
Oh, okay. Is that what you're doing, Casey?
Great talk, Casey. Great talk. He walked away. He's probably, getting a soda or something. But that's fine. It's good to have you here, Daddy.
I got my soda right
here. You know what? I'm having fun. I'm feeling glorious. You know what? I'm back on a fucking damn near close time zone. I know you like to fucking use your fucking Eastern time zone or whatever, and that's fine.
Again, you can't spell best without EST. Okay? So, okay. You live in middle America, okay? Your time zone is as crippled as your fucking laws. Okay? Okay. Shout out to Ken.
This time zone is fucking far beyond the crippledness of your fucking face. It's central. That means we are in the center. Like, we're like in the center of the universe. And I think that's just jealousy, Dave. Like, you can't stand the fact that you can't say, I'm not in Central Standard, I'm in Eastern. And you try to fucking convince yourself, if you will, that Eastern is cool. But Dave, it fucking sucks. It's garbage.
Logic dictates you can't spell best without EST. That just, demolishes your example. And on top of that, you want to talk about my face? Why is it that I still get carded by white people when I try to buy cigarettes? White people should know who's old. I'm 45 years old. Get off my fucking lawn. And white people are fucking asking me for ID. You want to talk about Aryan traits and being, true Caucasian, Danny? And meanwhile, I'm being questioned, Danny, from my genetics.
I know it's true from the genetics, and it is. You go through those genetics.
Dude, how can you confuse a 45-year-old for a 19-year-old? You tell me that. A white person. You've seen enough white people with creases in their faces and all that. I guess I'm just fucking genetically superior. Include the intelligence stuff too, Maybe some people are more, better than others. But no. In this age of equality, everyone, even the retards, are equal to the most intelligent people ever. That's the world we live in.
Yes. And we did discuss this yesterday. We sat back and shared a laugh and cheersed each other through the phone with a cup of coffee.
Casey is nervously looking around.
Nice to buy tobacco, and they asked for our card. It's no problem, young lady. Yes, I will show you my card, and I appreciate it.
That's the best part is that when younger people question you, because they've admitted it to me. It's I'm this age, and I thought you were younger, and now I realize you could be my dad. So yeah. And it still doesn't fucking hit 45 years old. Like, I don't feel a day over 20, to be quite honest. The energy I've got, the fucking outlook that I've got, and yeah, people are fucking retarded.
Me too, bro.
I'd send them to fucking extermination camps, but in the most part, it's just like, life is a fucking, it's a pearl. Life is.
I know that's right. And I love and I hope that I can continue to fucking ascertain this feeling of fucking youth, even though I've gotten to an older age. But I have that mentality still in my heart and my soul and my mind. And it's like, it's weird, bro, that I'm that old. I'm so happy that I still feel young and good. Everybody, love your life and be young and be free. And do weird shit.
Now you're sounding like fucking Mellow.
Young, wild, and free, bro.
And that's disgusting.
Oh, you better shut.
No, you're saying exactly what he would fucking say. Like, okay, everyone, let me tell you.
No, I didn't say spin a dreidel. I didn't say put on a yarmulke. I didn't say fucking put a menorah in my ass. I said no such things. How the fuck are you gonna compare, like, with me saying, like, everybody just live young and wild and free? Like,
I said you're starting to sound. I didn't say you sound like him. You're starting to like, oh, everyone needs to be happy. No, there's certain people that need to fucking burn. Let's just be honest. Obituary is frame.
Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely true. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. For sure. And you know what? Actually, yeah, now that you say that, like, Mello do say some fucking weird shit like that.
I'm not saying that Mello is fucking, obituary needs to be framed, but the thing is, though, again, I didn't want that to be tied in, but you are addressing Mello. You are addressing Mello, and the thing is, though, I really do, like, honestly, guys, I really do want to enjoy Ken's show. Ken on 10, when it's just him, it's great stuff, great feedback, and, there's been times where Mello hasn't been on, but every time that Mello, like, nobody can deny this, though. Every time Mello comes on, he tries to redirect the show to himself. And it gets to the point sometimes where Ken has to yell to fucking regain control. And it's not fun as a listener. Yeah. It's not fun as somebody that, appreciates what Ken does, knowing that this could simply be nipped in the bud if Mello was, if he forced himself to stay under control. But he does it on purpose. That's the thing. He realizes what he's doing. That's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. He realizes what he's doing, and he purposely tries to ruin it, in my opinion. Yeah, he can say control it, whatever, but it ruins it. Like,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
don't know what
more
it is,
than
but you
open
know
to
what
listen to
Dave is
this.
saying right now, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Dave, but you know
No,
what?
go for it.
There's some things that need to change now. Like, we have to speak about some things now, bro. Like, let's go ahead and open up fucking Pandora's box a little bit. Can anybody right now listening in to this show, welcome to the Devious Dave Rose Show, by the way. Thank you for showing love and support to me, Primo. Yeah, we had a good talk again yesterday, like we usually do. Every time Dave and I talk, we fucking share laughs and fucking bullshit and talk shit, and it's great. But I would like to know, like a show of hands, like, dude, Ken is like one of the funniest fuckers ever that I've heard, like in this quote unquote community. Like the guy's fucking great. He really
can
is.
be when he's not inhibited. I will say that.
And that's where I'm
when
going.
Nobody's fucking
That's
jumping
where I'm
in.
going, Dave.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I'm going. That's what I want people to know now. Like, instead of us just being like side eye, like, oh, we kind of like say some bullshit here and there, whatever. And it's like, all right, do you mean what you're saying? Like, am I thinking what I'm supposed to be thinking? What you said? Like, no, yeah, no, I'm saying it. Like, I don't like it at all, bro. I don't. It's not my show, so it's cool. But like, whatever. At the same time, it's not cool. Ken is fucking amazing, right? Everybody, show of hands. He's amazing, right? And isn't it fucking annoying that Mello ruins his shit? Can anybody fucking tell me exactly why Mello has so much fucking like hold over everybody?
Because Ken has told me,
Someone give
and
me a
everyone else,
fucking-
that it's about loyalty. That's the only reason why he gets the pass, is that he shows up and is willing to
Ken
be there.
fucking called me right now and said, bro, if you fucking will shoot this dude in the face, bro, like, hey, this person's really bothering me, I will end up probably doing it.
Extreme.
Will Mello? No. So I don't want to hear about loyalty anymore with this shit. It's
No,
not about loyalty.
that's what was explained to me,
motherfuckers that are
and in
way
fact, he's
more
even said
gangsters
this.
than
He's
Mello
even
Yellow.
said this on his own fucking streams. It's like the reason why I like Mello and keep him around is because he's loyal. He's always there. He's always. But that's the thing, and I try to explain. It's just like, yeah, it's like that. That character who's I don't know, a bumbling mafia member. And he's like, yeah, boss, I escaped with the jewels, but I kept under the speed limit, and all these cops followed me to the hideout.
Hideout, yeah.
Basically, it's like the self-sabotage of the show. And that's the thing, though. When you listen to the guy, you realize that he knows what he's doing. And that's the sad part. It's just like, why are you trying to make it about yourself when you literally have the ability to do your own show, Mello? Instead of that, here's the problem that I see. It's just like when you can get a good flow of information going, and you got Mello who jumps in and causes Ken to get to the point where he has to yell to get some semblance of normalcy in his own fucking call, just so Mello can shut up, and just so that Ken can make his point, because Ken's letting other people make their point. But, like, it's Mello who's fucking shutting down everybody. And we saw that, like, and I try to fast forward through last night's episode of Insomniac. But, like, you had, again, and no repercussions ever come to fucking Mello, despite the fact that Ken gets mad at this, is that the guy removes or mutes people on the call. And that's apparently, that's a no-no. Ken has said that. But Mello's the one who never gets punished for that.
Yeah, like, does anybody have a fucking answer to that? Like, why does Mello not get punished for anything? Does somebody know
He's
something
got the Jew
that
card.
Dave or I don't know? Like, what is it? And I'm not trying. I'm literally not even saying that. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and fucking hate or whatever. And I know you motherfuckers are gonna give me shit about it. I'm ready for it. It's all good.
We're
man.
way past that point. Everyone has noticed this. If they paid attention to it, what I'm saying is not out of the fucking question. That you see it as well shows that there's more to it. People, and I've talked to other people. In fact, it got to the point where it became a meme where even Mrs. Foulmouth is joking about Mello hamming it up. Yeah, I coined the fucking term, but look at the guy and you see what he does. That's hamming it up. I didn't say anything wrong.
I know it. And no, you're not at all. Like, and it's not about. We're not trying to say this out of like hatred and start fucking bullshit. Like,
I
or
just
anything
want to
against
enjoy
Ken.
Ken,
Nothing against
and
Ken is
yeah,
me too. Yes, exactly. I just want to enjoy Ken. I want to hear Ken fucking talk and laugh and make fucking jokes and do his fucking impersonations,
not
in his
not too
voices and
many
all that
sound
shit.
effects
Like,
though. Not too many sound effects, but continue.
no, like no,
No,
yeah,
that's
not
me.
like
That's me
like,
saying
like
that. I attribute that to myself.
yes,
And I
yes,
know
and
he
I know
loves
you don't
that though.
like
That's
that.
the thing.
No. I actually personally no, I don't. I'm with you on that. Like,
No,
not
I'm
too
saying
many fucking
Ken
sound
Ken
effects.
loves to fucking repeat those fucking sound
Oh, I
effects.
thought you said me. I'm like,
No,
no,
no, no,
yeah, I
no.
don't know what
It's
you're
Ken,
talking about.
and I've told Ken privately and publicly. It's just like, and that's why fucking I think Friday Night Fire, even though Ken claims that died when fucking Mars and Nikki left, the idea initially was he came to me first. Is like, we got to do a show on Friday. I'm like, yeah, let's call it this. Oh, that's great. Blah blah blah. Let's have these people. Let's have and I was the one suggesting format and all that stuff. So I didn't really think that it died when when those guys left. But like, I tried to again the rapid fire, right? Rapid fire,
Rapid Fire
fire,
was fun as fuck.
Friday Night
Loved
Fire.
it.
Again,
Loved the hell out
all
of
the
it.
branding.
Yep.
And one of the best episodes when fucking Vikings fan was on there, and he kept striking out but it was just the interaction was just fucking so good. Because like he kept fucking up the answers, and then his response to fucking it up, it was just like, dude, this is fucking radio quality, and he was just so good.
Can you
Great
say the
times, great
planet
times on fucking
Jupiter?
Fire.
Naptown.
What's that?
No. I was being smart. I was like if you're asking fucking, if you're asking Minnesota Vikings, can you say the planet Jupiter? Naptown. No. Can you say Jupiter? Naptown. I mean, fucking Minnesota Vikings. What a hoot, man. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah, fucking meat curtain.
I think,
All day, baby.
yeah, he's certainly made an impression in this community, and I've been feeling nostalgic actually for this community recently, because I've been going, because again, this whole stupid fucking Skype thing going to Teams, it's so bad. Teams just is fucking shit. But
Teams sucks, bro.
basically,
And I
I've
just
been
fucking
going through
download.
old messages and stuff, and just like, holy shit, I really had some great times over this last soon to be 11 years of being in this community. It's just like, I really had some great interactions with people, some of them who aren't around anymore. But like, it's just been very enjoyable, to be quite honest. Like, just got good interactions, good differences and opinions, but just, really made solid connections with people. And Ken was talking about this recently. Sorry, let me just quickly add this. Couple of, I guess, not this last one, but the previous Insomniac. Ken was talking about, or maybe it was Ken on 10, but talking about how there are, again, people that supported you in the past and then, stopped supporting you, or, started going against you, this and that. But like, again, that whole thing, whether they, disappeared or whatnot, was just it was a good experience, regardless, So
Absolutely. Get that shit back, man. We gotta change some stuff up right here, man. Like, can anybody fucking chime in here? Chat. Hello, there's 16 people. Hello, why is the last person I talked was fucking
Because
Dave and Steve Callan or Callan? I'm sorry.
it's Callan. Also, Casey is muted. I don't know if he's picking up after his wiener-sized dog. But, yeah, he's here. We've been maintaining... There he is. He's unmuted himself. Any comments, questions, concerns? Casey?
I was just drinking. I was just drinking peace. So I didn't want to make any sounds while you guys were talking.
Yeah, but if you have anything to say...
Well, you can chime in, yeah.
Interject.
We're in your fucking 2 cents there, Casey.
The only thing
We're on the panel.
The only thing I would bring up is when you guys talking about Joe Cornyn and how Bullfrog was back. I was like, I had word that he was dead. So I was like,
I don't know where
honestly,
you got that information.
I'm not saying that like, oh,
Somebody told you he's dead.
I was, I'm like, I never wanted to see people be dead, so I was glad that he was still alive. So I was like, because like he wasn't in good health, but I was like, oh God, imagine if he really was dead. Because wasn't he older than? Isn't he older than us?
Yeah, I think he's like fucking 48.
No. I think he's 42.
No, he's not. Bullshit. No, he's way older than me. I know that for sure.
How
He's
old
at
are you?
least
How old
fucking
are you?
like, I'm 40. This dude's been 40 for the past fucking 10 years, bro. Like he's got to be going on 50.
Because I remember like before I even turned 40 and he was 40. So and I'm 43 now, so
So I guess
like
he's
so he,
43, so which
Yeah,
is not
smells
very
like it.
off from 42, which is what I said. Thank you very much.
no, I think he's got to be
Oh,
at least.
Bullfrog, where are you? We need your birthday.
Yeah, apparently he's on Discord because that's how we got to Joe's
Yeah.
call.
He does
So,
that.
hey, if you're listening, Bullfrog, and you want to join this server, I'm more than willing to let you in. You can speak for yourself, and you can address all these claims that are being made according to these individuals.
Yeah, come on, Bully. I know you're listening. Come on, Bully.
It
Put
would
your
be
two
good
Gino's
to,
in
it
and
would be
fucking
good to
call
have
in.
him on. Bullsy, I see in the chat. If you want to, join, I believe you're in my, you're in my Discord. But again, anyone who's in my Discord certainly gets priority. That is it's a super secret, server, so don't tell anybody, guys. But it exists, and these guys are on here. So if you know how to follow the crumbs into the forest to the gingerbread house, that's where you'll find me. But I won't put you in an oven like a Jewish
You
slave.
didn't say it was supposed to be secret.
Casey,
Yeah,
you rock.
I've been telling people how to get here. Like I didn't
Yeah, but
realize
do they
it.
have the guts to? Of course not.
You didn't tell me this was supposed to be a secret Discord. Like so, I didn't realize that. I
It's literally in the name of the fucking server.
Do you think I read that?
Well,
I just
no, you should shorten
Actually,
that
no.
sentence. You don't have to add that. Literally, do you think I read? From what you're saying, I'm guessing you don't. That's why you can't play these games. You can't read the instructions to the fucking game.
Terrible.
Of course you don't know how to fucking play the game when you don't read the instructions. Now I get it.
I don't have the
No player.
I don't have the intention to read. Like anytime there's like a storyline, I'm like I just got.
Oh my god. Like, is it literally multiple words crammed together is something that makes you like cringe like a fucking vampire to a cross? Is that really what it is? Because Joe Cronin is very much like that, by the way. But like, are you like that too? Serious question. Your answer, defines your demise. Thank you.
See, the one thing is like I'm playing the two new Zelda games, and what sucks is that
Too much reading.
What does that have to do with reading?
Because there's too much.
Because there's too much reading in the game. They put this wall of text and I'm gonna read it. I just want to fucking press buttons with my fat fingers.
because they would have half voice acting and half not. I was like, either have voice acting or not. Like
Come
I
on,
prefer.
Casey, and you're wasting money and time on this stuff. Like, dude, for real.
Like, Casey, who are you going to give all the money to, like, the day that, like, we all have our date and we pass away? Like, where's all that money going to? Because you do have a lot of games. Like, what are you doing with all that stuff? Just out of curiosity. It's not like it's a bad, like, hobby or anything. It's
Yeah,
cool,
do you
but,
have
like,
a will?
what
Do you
are gonna
have
do
a
with that?
will? because you should.
Yeah, you have a will. Yeah.
I've just figure first come, first serve.
What the fuck
Like,
does that mean?
So you're basically saying
You're
that
dead.
you
First
would
come,
let the
first serve.
government fucking pillage your possessions rather than say, "Ha, so my Japanese friend Ryu, I donated my entire collection to the Nintendo Museum of Video Games Ryu," and you would not honor the name of Nintendo Ryu? Like, dude, you got to get your will into sorts here. You can't let the American government of all governments take your collection. No, you got to gift it to the Japanese.
I just figured maybe.
Heck, Gracie, I want to know this fucking answer. For real.
For real.
It
Seconded.
probably most of it will go to my brother because he's the one who's the gamer, and that's the next person who's as big as a gamer.
Then you
So there's
put
two of
it
you
in
that are
your
like that.
will.
Dude,
Put it in your will and get a lawyer.
on a contingency basis.
But I just
$1
write on a piece of
million.
this is my will, and like, does it go to my brother, and this goes to my sister, and that's it?
It's up to you. Like, I don't say what we're talking
gotta
about the
put it on
legal
paper,
stuff. We're
bro.
we're the lawyers here, okay? We don't give a fuck what sibling, if any, you give your fucking shit to. Just like, let's get the fucking I's dotted and the T's crossed, okay? Because again, let's be honest. Like, what's going to happen with your games if you don't sign them over to somebody? The government's going to be like, hey, we're going to fucking take this shit and, your family won't get shit. So think about your family, Casey, and your dog, please, because from the looks of it, it looks like he's going to outlive you. I'm sorry. Love you, Casey, but,
Like a fucking old school parrot. He's going to live. He's going to way outlive you, Casey. Where is this cash going, bro?
What cash?
And don't ask us a question about our question.
That's exactly the
question with
no,
a
hold
question.
on. I got to address that. That's exactly the way you respond to the police if they ask you about the money. So good on Casey. He knows how to respond to the cops. What money?
Yeah, what? I mean,
He's keeping it cool. He might be able to pull it off. I don't know if I would include him in the Ocean's 12 operation, but maybe Ocean's 13. Depends if, he gets good.
but
Impossible.
Impossible.
he's been trying to push on me for years to get my collection insured. So, I mean,
So you have all your games.
Yeah, that's
and all
different from your
prized
your
possessions.
will.
You have them insured.
No, he doesn't. Obviously, come on.
doesn't.
But again,
Yeah,
that's
I
different.
wanted
from,
to ask him
that's
to see what
different
he
from
would
the
say.
will, though. That's different from the will. The will, and again, okay, fine. There's a fire that happens in your house, and you got a bunch of melted plastic. Your will say, okay, family members and friends, you get this melted plastic. It doesn't work no more, but like, here you go. Really? No. First, you fucking provide insurance for your collection. Then you fucking will it out. But Casey, he doesn't want to do it, though, unfortunately.
I'm busy. Like, you know how long that would take?
Quit stuttering, Casey.
Hold on.
You know how-
let's hear this logic. What do you have to say, Casey?
You know how long it would take to itemize everything to get
Are you fucking
insured?
retarded?
And
Are you
You
fucking
have not
retarded?
itemized anything, you fucking liar,
Shh,
Casey.
shh. Everyone shut the flying fuck up because here's the fucking truth. Okay, if anybody has looked into this, God damn it, you sound like such a woman, Casey. To be honest, well, if anyone knows the price, you don't know the price because I've looked into it. Okay, and this sort of like dismissal of, like you don't know the price. No, I do know the price. And it's not that much, and more importantly is that they are the ones who are tasked to go through your collection. They itemize everything, and they have the skills to be able to grade, the quality of what you are selling. And as such, they can provide an accurate and accredited price estimate on your devices. Okay? So these sorts of things aren't difficult if you are a company that actually does this professionally. Casey, what the fuck, dude?
We got another thing I gotta worry about. What about if they come in and they start stealing my shit?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not fucking
okay,
answering
so
the
hold
question
on.
that he just fucking directed towards you. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I want to hear the logic.
Okay. First of all, there is software literally, like, first of all, you could just take a video of all your collection, okay, and then compare it to after these guys met with it. If it looks smaller, obviously they took it. You have the ability to add filters and AI to, again, a filming of this footage so that when you refilm it after the fact, if games are missing, if it's out of shape, out of order, the AI is going to pick it up and instantly identify it. Okay, so there's that. So the thing is, though, more importantly, when you hire a company, you've got to have trust in them. And as such, that would reflect more on your skills than anything else. But it's insane for you to even posit that, oh, well, what happens if this happens? It's just like, but if you took the necessary steps and also realized the reality of the situation, it won't happen.
Or about if I need to scam them, like do like insurance fraud, and I need to pull it off. So I would have to make some.
If you're gonna ask me on how to commit insurance fraud, you're gonna have to wire me enough money to not only make it worth my time, but to cover all the legal costs of me actually getting out of that fucking
Right.
Indictment in court. Okay, and that's gonna cost way more than your entire collection, to be quite honest.
Well,
So don't be talking that way, okay?
just asking as a friend. I mean,
I'm asking for a friend. It's not me though. I'm certainly not asking a question. Oh, please, Dave, tell me the legal ways to get out of this. That's what you're doing right now, Katie. I love you still, but you definitely get a few noogies from me. How about that? If I was down there in Oklahoma, strange state for you to exist in. But yeah.
Real, what the fuck happens in Oklahoma besides bombings?
No, but see, here's the thing, though.
Casey,
What I really want to do is go down to fucking Oklahoma, visit Casey while he goes to all these flea markets and shit, tries to get games, and these people try to, like, rip him off. I want to fucking pull them over the counter and beat the flying fuck out of them and tell them, how dare you try to take advantage of a mentally disabled man? And, get my jollies out of that. No, I take certain offense to that. Casey has allowed himself to be ripped off multiple times. I've criticized this. It's quite vocal. But, again, Casey doesn't deserve to be... He's a good guy, okay? People will criticize him for certain things, okay? And maybe rightfully. But regardless, is this was the cool kid in school. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You want to fuck with Casey? You might, find me. So, again, leave Casey alone.
I hadn't been to a flea market in a while. I just...
No, translation.
I haven't been ripped off at a flea market in some recent time. But, hey, I'm looking forward to the next time where I've got to bend over and get raped for the price of a video game.
Casey, it's
Thomas, questions, concerns, Casey.
You're too kind, Casey. You've got to admit this right now. In fact, this is the court of public opinion. You are to admit this with a whip to your back and a gun to your head. You are to admit that you are too nice and you allow yourself to be ripped off because you don't like to make waves. Admit it right now.
Because that means
that... What do you mean, no? Yes. Say yes, because that's the truth.
That meant I would have to admit I have a problem.
But you
Like,
do have
I
a
don't
problem. You haven't insured your fucking collection. We know that. We know, but that's the thing. We're trying to walk you through this and maybe help you out. Maybe we'll, start a GoFundMe for something. Like help this mentally disabled man insure his fucking video game collection, so he can ensure that when he is in an old folks home, this collection pays for his treatment, and is so good because he invested so well that it pays for strippers and cocaine too.
Do you think I'm actually gonna reach the point of age where I'll go to the old folks' home?
With cocaine and strippers.
Unless I go there early, I don't think I'm gonna make that age.
Well, cocaine
To-
and
If you want to
strippers.
get
You won't get
super
early
old
with
where
cocaine
you don't
and
know what's
strippers.
going on, and you have to have a walker, and people are feeding you with fucking they're
No,
they're
cocaine and
feeding
strippers.
Mott's
Okay,
fucking
that is literally
applesauce and shit.
that's the equalizer right there. Can nobody fucking understand this? Cocaine and strippers will literally keep you going. Okay, you might as well
Yeah.
be immortal. And okay, your body fails at some point, but you got cocaine and strippers, so you die happy. Like Casey, and plus you, Casey, a little bit of cocaine and some strippers might make you lose some weight. You know what I'm saying?
It is true. It is an appetite depressant.
It is indeed.
Casey, comments, questions, concerns. Do you want to get fucking old and be fucking sitting there fucking lonely in a old folks home, or do you want to start snorting the fuck out of cocaine and get strippers?
Oh man, I certainly like to ski personally, but
Oh,
I
here's the thing.
haven't done that in a
See,
long time.
Cocaine is fucking amazing. Casey, do you understand how wonderful cocaine is? Have you ever tried it?
No.
Would you be willing to sell one of your Nintendo games for a bag of cocaine?
No. What are you talking about? The first one's always free.
That's true. If you got good friends around you, you're gonna get your fucking snort for free.
From some of the degenerates I've been hearing, I'm surprised that Casey hasn't said these guys are showing up with a fucking white lip. Or maybe he has, and I've never heard it. What do you say, Casey? Like, these people getting a little bumped? Have you ever witnessed that at your employment?
No.
Casey, you've never seen somebody snort a lot of cocaine.
He's covering for someone. He ain't no snitch. You
He
can hear it in
is.
his voice,
Yeah,
like,
he's
no,
not fucking guilty
no,
about
officer.
that.
I've never witnessed that sort of thing at all in my time of employment here at this company.
Yeah, he
Please,
sounded
Carlos, don't
super
kill me.
suspect on that shit. Casey witnesses people snort cocaine in his job. Confirmed.
Yeah, but you know
I
what?
can't-
Although he denies it, he claims that he only pissed in somebody's hard hat. I still wish, believe, and imagine that he actually took a shit in somebody's hard hat. And that's how he got fired from that one job. But you know what? That's the way I want to remember history. And I think it's a great way to remember Casey getting fired from a job that he shit in somebody's hard hat and, showed them. So good.
That's
good
what
on
Yeah,
you,
OSHA
Casey.
certified.
I was actually got suspended for 3 days and then fired.
That's all? Oh, so suspended and then you got fired. So they suspended you and then re-reviewed. So they reviewed it one time, suspended you.
Yeah,
and then
they were taking their
re-reviewed
time
it,
for
and
fucking
they're like,
72
holy
hours.
shit, maybe we do have to get this guy out of here. Now, fuck them,
For
Casey. How
real?
about that? Fuck them.
They spend 72 hours on your shit fucking helmet ass for real, and then you got fired.
Well, they wanted me to have like a apology letter. I was like, well, I worked with my late wife about it. It was like, I mean, we talked it out, and they figured it out that
Translation,
I
I
worked-
worked
No,
his
you didn't
wife.
talk anything out. You
I
lost your
worked
job.
his wife.
So there was nothing talked about.
I plowed her fields.
Is that what you
I
did,
just-
Casey? You just fucking
I-
you took this guy's
Maybe-
wife and you just plowed her fields?
Oh. No, the truth is that I aired my grievance in this letter, and they didn't like it, and then that's when they fired me after that because they didn't like they wanted me to just kiss their ass and say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, okay, but hold on. Let's be honest. Casey, be honest with
That's
me.
what
I
you're
love you.
supposed to do. So you wrote a shit poor
hold on.
letter.
Shh.
Still lost
Casey,
your job.
Casey, I love you. But the truth is, I'm going to have to guess this, but I'm prophetic. The way that you wrote the letter was either so unprofessional or just so limited with vocabulary that it didn't sell your point. Am I correct in that assessment?
Well, right. It was just they didn't like the way.
No. Hold on. But okay, compare that how you would write a letter compared to me. There's obviously a big difference. So.
Well, I mean, I worked with my late wife about that. She helped me word it properly.
Okay. So just basically proving my point is that your initial words need to be fluffed up to sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But then it was I met up.
Me.
I met up with the manager. They're like, "We're not going to accept this letter." Like, I'm like, "Okay." This is how I feel. I feel like this company treat me like trash. Like,
Tiff has a good point. She says,
instead of
how the hell are
apologizing,
you going to
fucking
get
were whining
fired
about what you
on
felt
your
like
day
on
off?
yourself.
I just like, actually, it was a union job, and the union rep was like, "Oh,
Holy
I think we
shit,
can
you got fired from a union job? That's like literally you have to kill like 3 presidents, like be like a Jeffrey Epstein like times 100 and like, destroy the Twin Towers like 10 times over. So like you got fired from a union job? That's impressive. Like I'm not gonna shit on you that one, Casey. Like you really you made it. You made it.
He made it happen. Yeah.
The union rep, he was saying that, oh, I think I can get your job back. I was like, you know what? No, fuck that shit. I just want my unemployment because I told him I hated that job because, like, I was done with them because they were moving other people up. There was nepotism. I was like, you know what? I had enough. And honestly, I was only out of work for like maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, because Casey always lays the pipe and the women are always wanting.
Indeed.
But
and Casey, this is the reason why you pissed in someone's helmet? Because you just you didn't even want the job back. You wanted the unemployment. So you pissed in someone's fucking hard hat and you're like, fuck you guys.
You know what? I
you want to
gotta give it an A for fucking
write
creativity.
A letter saying, like, I think all of you are cocksuckers.
No, he's A for creativity. If that's how we accomplish that, like, yeah, I'm gonna get an unemployment by literally pissing in somebody's fucking helmet. I gotta say, you know what? That's a smart fucking move. What it would cost you? A fucking 5 minutes pissing in somebody's fucking helmet. Good on you, Casey.
The real story is that I was having a problem. I was a senior trailer mechanic, and I was either on second shift or third shift. I think I was on third shift at the time. And the people who came in before me, I was having problems. And I would tell them, it was like, hey, I would go to my union reps, like, you better do something with the junior techs because I'm going to do something stupid if you don't do anything. They didn't do anything. And the person I was working with.
Pre or post urination in the helmet?
So I was talking I had a guy that I was working with on that shift.
Thanks for answering my question.
Let him talk. Let him talk. I'll be all right.
But I was talking to the guy I was working with on third shift, and I was like, dude, I feel like I need to, like, what about if I piss in his helmet? And the guy was like, yeah, you should do that. And I did it.
You discuss this with a fellow employee?
Yeah. That's a stupid thing because now there's another witness to it.
Well, not only that same guy who said to go do it, and then he's the same guy. He said he couldn't live with himself about that, and he ratted me out.
So this guy had an IQ of 67. Hold on. He's got an IQ of 67. Couldn't live with himself with you doing something that he was the one that suggested you do.
No, he
Dude, like,
pushed it on me. I suggested it, and he's like, he pretty much
let me guess.
endorsed.
He had a mullet. Was he that white trash? Because that is how you define white trash, is a mullet. So, did he have a mullet?
I think he had longer hair. It's
A
been
mullet, yes or no? Again, short front, party in the
but
back. You know what I'm saying. Business
What
at
we talk-
front, party in the back. Did he have that?
no. Actually, I would say no.
Actually, I'll say no, but I just won't offer any details.
Can you give us some details, Casey? Like, do I have to direct you to this point? Dude, like, are you more stoned than I am? Because I'm fucking smoking some great stuff. And, like, I'm just holding on, fucking running the show. And meanwhile, you're like,
Well, actually, I'm going to go into the detail of the shoelace that I'm currently having on my shoe.
please, help us out. You know, okay? We got, like, fucking 12 years right now, okay? Be respectful. Casey, please.
Wow. So I don't. I know he didn't have a mullet, but I think he had a little bit longer hair. But it's been forever. It's been 15 years ago. So
Okay.
give or take.
What in God's name is going on? All right,
I'm
Casey.
I'm holding on. I'm trying. Casey's all over the place, even more than me. But like, let him cook. Let him cook.
But after I got
bless you,
canned,
Casey.
I told the other side, I was like, this is, he actually pushed it on me too. So they turned against on him after that. I was like, but yeah, I hated that
Did he
job.
lose the job, or was it only you that lost the job?
It was only me.
Wow. Well, fuck him. You know what? Fuck him.
Well, the company that I got canned, a year and a half later, they went out of business. So
Good. Fuck
I
'em.
knew they were. I knew the way that how they were handling business, that they were heading downwards, because it was hard to explain, but I just knew the
It's
way
hard
they
to
were doing it.
explain for somebody like me, but for normal people like Dave or Danny, they'd probably be able to summarize it in about 30 seconds. But, okay, say, check me out on Saturday nights unless I'm fucking, tired. Like last night, and I didn't do a show.
Casey, how arrogant can you be?
Be arrogant.
Did you just hear that? Him saying like he wasn't gonna do a show yesterday, even though he was supposed to, but he showed up in Ken's chat. So what about that, there, Casey? No show? You just want to fucking lay back on your laurels?
Yes.
Yeah, Casey.
Do you even know what that term means, or no?
No, he does not at all. Don't even ask him that.
That's what I said. Yes.
No, I said yes for the previous thing, but I'm saying no about the laurels because I don't even know what that is. Is like that's a name for a girl or something? Or I don't know.
I rested on my laurels.
What is
for
a
that
laurel?
night?
Okay, what is a laurel? I know Danny. Again, Danny and I share blue blood. That should be the clue for you. You're not going to get it still, whatever. But like, what is a laurel?
I gotta go. I gotta walk through.
I gotta go check my food in my deep fryer. Like Costanza's been telling me how to cook with a deep fryer. And yeah, it's just as gay as the Costanza says. But you know what? He wears like rainbow underwear. So like, he's a gay. And hey, but the gay's got good cooking. So I'm gonna follow that too.
Casey,
What?
please, I can teach you to cook. You don't have to go the gay way. Casey, stay with us, okay? Don't go the gay way, please. We love you, okay? We'll fix you.
Say you need me to take you. You go out and go potty. All right. My dog's talking to me and say he needs to go outside. So.
Okay, but does that mean you're going to be back, or are you just making an excuse because you can't handle the heat? because you can be in the kitchen. It's okay. Just wear your wife beater. We get to see those guns in real life. Casey's got some guns on him. I guarantee. He just doesn't want to show it. He doesn't want to offend the ladies.
I'll probably be back.
They see those fucking big sausage fingers. They know that they're going to be pleased. Casey is too modest. Too modest to admit this.
Those fucking pig in a blanket fucking phalanges.
Oh, of course.
Minnesota Vikings, what up, DVR? Beef Curtain.
He's got 10 fingers and can please 10 women all at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey's Raw, who's got to go take out his fucking fake dog to go take a piss or something.
He's saying he's okay now, so...
Well, did he just piss on your floor? You got to take a look there. How the fuck is he okay now? He took a piss. Took a piss somewhere.
You pissed in your helmet?
He told
pissed
me
in Casey's helmet.
He told me he was okay now, so...
I don't know what that means.
Can you tell us exactly how your dog said he's okay now?
Yeah, and like, how can you be like pro piss mode? I've never seen a dog go from pro piss mode to like, no, I'm good. No, it's just like literally they're gonna tear the door down until they get out. Yeah, it starts off like, yo, please let me out, and then it's just like, yo, let me out, and then it's just like, yo, I'm gonna fucking rip this door off. Let me out so I can take a piss. And if you don't do that, they'll just be like, they look at you and they say, fuck you, and they just fucking piss right there. I've never done that to a dog, by the way, but I've seen footage of people doing that. Because, again, if you can't read that from a dog, you're a fucking idiot and don't deserve to own one. But, like,
it was a false alarm. He came back.
How is that even? I've never experienced that. Danny, don't you had a dog. Like, have you ever experienced that?
No, not at all.
False alarm? It's like, once the commitment is to go, take a pee. Then the commitment is to go, take a pee. There is no like, oh, you know what? I can hold it now. I've never seen that.
Well, I mean, he came back to the couch. And then he went to the door, and then he came back to the couch.
You didn't get up. He doesn't have a choice. His bladder is busting.
Oh, he's back on the covers. He's laying beside me. Now he's good. So, what we were talking about beforehand?
You not insuring your collection. That you were claiming that. What was it that you were claiming? Something about your collection. But yeah.
Fucking no MSDS reports. Fucking hanging up in his fucking job. Nobody's OSHA certified. Oklahoma. Yeah, a lot of terrible things.
Homo about Oklahoma. We're all straight people here.
But it doesn't seem to be a bad
Oklahoma.
state. I've looked into Oklahoma, and it doesn't look like to be too much of a bad state. There's a few hurricanes here and there, but it looks okay.
Tornadoes, not hurricanes. That's Texas. And
what did I say? I'm in Lewiston, but
I
said hurricanes and it's tornadoes. That's right. Oklahoma has the tornadoes. And do you have a cellar that you can go into during tough times, Casey? Oh no, you're on the second floor, aren't you?
No, I'm on the first floor.
First floor.
So I got the second floor as a buffer. So if they start to...
As a buffer is more like a cover when it collapses upon you. Oh, I didn't think about that. The people on the top floor would be like, at least I survived. The floor collapsed, but I landed on all the fucking dead people. So, Casey, I don't know.
That's why I guess I should go to a place that has 3 levels. So I'll be on the bottom level. So I'll have 2 layers before I can have to worry about that.
I don't think that's how it works, Casey. You got to build
Yeah,
yourself a shelter.
I didn't even know how to respond to that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
Casey,
sure
yeah,
that's how it works. I
Yo,
mean, they
Russian,
take out.
school them.
no, it's not how
Okay.
it works, but
You again, Russian, Tchaikovsky, all these other great brains from Russia. You're smart genetically. You take too many hits to the head, Danny. The CTE, but explain to this guy why you know what you're talking about. Oh,
Hello, Dave. What's going on?
I don't know. I think
Hmm.
you. No, nobody else is on this call. We got to go to that call. Hold on.
there he
There,
is.
I don't know why Dr. Earl called me directly. He should. Oh, Dr. Earl.
maybe you didn't know
He's a
that we're
little
on.
slow, eh? He's a little slow. So what we're going to
Yeah,
do
oh there,
is we are going to bring him into the call. And again, I'm pulling the wire here where I'm eventually making Dr. Earl sound Russian, which is hilarious because he's not. But he is the Geico caveman. So let me see if I can find Dr. Earl and I'll add him in.
See, the thing is, I'm worried about people in Texas. That's just the state that gets all the hurricanes too. They get the worst parts. They get tornadoes and hurricanes.
okay, tornadoes and hurricanes, but actually Louisiana gets the worst.
All right, there, fucking Robo Danny. You are now sounding as robotic as
Oh,
Texas.
I really am. Oh, damn.
It actually sounds cool, but I gotta let you know.
Back to America. One second.
It does. It does sound like a voice changer, doesn't
It does. There's Danny, but
both sides of here.
again, I invited Dr. Earl. I don't know why you're not joining in there, Doctor. But you've been invited. What's going on? Go ahead, Danny.
Hey,
I'm
yes,
just.
Dr. Roll there. Are you in the meat cooler there? Up on the call there.
I always want to know what Dr. Earl, what he's the doctor of, and don't tell me he's the doctor of love. I
No,
mean,
he's explained this multiple times. Is that he's been called the Doctor because he looks like Tom Baker, who was the fourth Doctor in Doctor Who.
who?
You know that series
Is that really
Doctor
what
Who, the
that's what
BBC
the,
series Doctor Who,
I've never watched Doctor Who.
but you know it exists.
I heard of Doctor Who.
Exactly. So that's why he calls himself Dr. Earl Brown. Newsflash,
oh.
Casey, what direction does a female have to wipe in order for her to
Stay
duck
clean.
and dodge a yeast infection?
Yes. Please tell us.
Top bottom?
Top.
Did you just fucking say top to bottom? Okay, that's all I need to hear.
Is that how it works?
What's your fucking
Dr.
heart?
Earl wants to start a call, but no, you have to join my call.
Yeah, Dr. Earl there. It's not top to bottom. I guess maybe you could say it like that, but it's not. It's front to back, Casey. Front to
Yeah,
back
front to
to
back,
avoid
like
yeast infections.
Well,
gross.
do you know what an anorexic with a yeast infection is called?
What did you just say?
Anorexic with a yeast infection? You know it's
An
that.
anorexic yeast infection?
Yeah, with a yeast infection.
What is an anorexic with a yeast infection? This sounds disgusting. What?
Quarter pounder of cheese.
that's definitely pretty disgusting. All right, Casey, I don't know who taught you that, but don't go around town fucking telling your friends.
Yeah. I've tried like several times to get Dr. Earl in here. I've sent him the invite on Discord. He's the one. He's like he keeps trying to start a call with me, on this Discord, but it's just like I keep trying to give him the invite to join in, and he's not joining in. He just keeps sending me invites to a call with just him. So, I mean, like, somebody get a personal support worker for fucking Dr. Earl.
Dr. Earl there, don't start personal calls with Dave there. Just jump into Discord there.
Shout out to the 18 viewing right now.
Shout out to the 18. Smash that like.
But yeah, I was again, since you guys are here, I guess. I don't know if you watched Ken's show from yesterday, but I do have to address the fact that Mello is just, he makes it not fun. And again, I loved when I was doing Friday Night Fire with Ken. I think a lot of people did too. We had the, rapid fire, all these segments and stuff that were sort of organized in such a way that the show would flow. And in the golden age of Monetize This, that was occurring. I was a part of it, Justin Bailey, other people, but there was a flow to it, and it built throughout the entire show. We accomplished the same thing with Friday Night Fire on Ken's show, but you don't see that with Insomniac. And I listened to last night's show, and I mean it is challenging, in my opinion, to listen to the amount of bullshit that derails the show, mostly from Mello.
Yes, indeed. God bless Ken. Great guy, hilarious guy. Can run a great show. Mala, you suck, bro.
Shout out to the 21 viewing, by the way. Wow, amazing for a Sunday afternoon, yes! Yes. Somebody's trying to connect. Oh my God. Let's see this. We've got apparently a certain individual. I won't say his or her name, or Shim or Sure. But yeah, they're saying hello. It's Bullfrog, by the way. That's what I'm referring to. Shout out to Bullfrog.
Shout out Bullfrog. I knew you were listening, Bully.
He's contacting me through Teams, which is just, it's such a shitty system. But if you want to join Discord, I'll let you on here, Bullfrog.
I never
actually, you know what? In fact, from what I've been told, he joined Joe's show last night because he had Discord. So if he's on Discord, that means that he can easily get on this Discord. And if he wants to be on this show, obviously he's watching, then you could be on the show. We haven't talked in a long time. Discord is just the better thing. Fuck Skype, fuck Teams. Like, Discord's where it's at now. Okay? Okay. So, if you want to call in, be part of this Bullfrog, just let me know, and we can work through it. Gentlemen, thoughts, comments, concerns?
I never heard of Teams until recently. Like, plus, I mean, I feel stupid that Skype is leaving because I still have.
It's leaving. It's literally just growing legs and walking away, guys.
It's being phased out, okay?
I mean, well, it's well known. Why phase it out? I mean, it's not really outdated. Yeah, people use Discord, but I mean, people still like using Skype though too. Like, why being phase out Skype for some other thing from I guess Microsoft and Teams. And like, I never heard of Teams before.
Well, because they decided to make a new program. What can I say? Dude. And I don't
I
know what's
just
going on with Dr. Earl. Like, dude, what's going on here? Like, giving you the invite.
maybe he just wants to go talk one on one with you.
No, he's trying to join the show.
Oh,
What is this?
Okay, then. Great stuff there. But, yeah, let me see if I can.
I just he wanted to talk one on one because I mean, why would they just send just an invite just to you instead of just coming over here? You know.
Because he's not that um, skilled with computers. Let's just say that. I,
I
I set up the Music Maniacs. I was going to talk about this actually at some point at the show, but I set up the Music Maniacs Discord for them, and I was on a call on Discord with Dr. Earl and try to show him how it operated, and it took like a couple hours, and he still wasn't getting it. So I was like, okay, I'll fucking handle making your server and stuff, but like, take your time and learn this stuff. And he had a challenge with it. So
on. Did you do that for free?
yeah,
And you made me pay you to be my lawyer?
because that was defending your actual innocence. Okay, that's a big difference. And again, you're not, you don't qualify for, government standards of retardation. So some people get it for free and some people don't. But regardless, I was proving your innocence. Okay, it's nothing to do with trying to help somebody who can't understand computers. You understand computers. You understand games.
Not too much. I mean, that's why I use StreamYard because OBS could be a bitch to deal with.
It's uh, maybe for you, not for me. I don't think everyone, has that issue, but
And honestly, I think I gotta get better or a newer video. It was a game capture card because I think mine's getting outdated. It's not working as good anymore.
on your laptop,
No, I got an external
capture
Elgato.
device. Oh, okay. I don't know.
So I figure, would you help me with that? I mean, you helped Dr. Earl for free with that, so I mean, maybe you can help me out with that.
Uh, Potentially. I don't know what I could do for you, but I've tried to instruct you in the past. I told you to get a desktop. What'd you do? You got a laptop. So I know that my advice has never been really listened to. So I don't really know why you would want me to do that. You know?
I I I listened to.
You just want me to do it so that, like, you can say, no, I'm not going to do that. Is
Oh, I
that
mean,
right?
I take your advice in in consideration, and I just I decided to go a different route.
Okay.
Not saying that you're wrong. I just think a laptop works better for me than a desktop.
Okay.
Yeah, but then you've got that problem with, it not meeting your what's it called? Performance standards. Hold on. I'm trying to invite fucking. I don't know why.
What, Doctor?
Hold on. No, I'm trying to get fucking the Bullfrog. The Bullfrog wants to call into the show right now. Exclusive. Breaking news exclusive. Dr. Earl, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I gave you the invite, okay? Discord, you know. You should be able to join. I gave you the invite. So I don't know what's going on, but I sent the friend request to Bullfrog, and I'm trying to get him in here.
How do we know it's actual him? We need to have him
It
turn the
is him.
camera.
It is him.
It's him. It's him for sure.
Let me try again, see what I can do. Invite to voice. So we'll invite Bullfrog. It says your message could not be delivered. This is, and it disappeared. Don't share with the recipient. The recipient is only receiving direct message. Whatever. Let me just see if I can send the exact. Again, it says could not be delivered. This is usually because you don't share a server with the recipient, or the recipient is only accepting direct messages from friends. You can see the full list of reasons at this location. Well, it doesn't surprise me that Bullfrog is retarded and it doesn't work, but Earl, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Oh.
He says he's in voice. Like, Earl, please just end that fucking call and call the link that I sent you. That's what you've got to do. You can't stay in the call that you have. Because it started independently. Oh my God. Earl. Just join
I'm
this
so
call.
uncomfortable about this.
What?
No, nothing. I'm just being a smartass. So I'm so uncomfortable about this. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be that hard, man. Just fucking accept the invite and just jump in. That's it.
But I thought I'd, again, have a little something on a Sunday afternoon. And, I'm glad that I got the interaction. It'd be great if things were working out for certain people and we could have a bigger conversation. But
Look who's general.
what's that?
Looking who's on general.
Who's on
Who's
general?
on general?
Oh, he was there and then he left. Bullfrog was on general call.
Was he?
For a second.
I didn't see him.
He was in there
Okay,
for a
neither.
second. He
Oh,
left.
Mighty Bullfrog. Yeah, it does say, welcome, Mighty Bullfrog. We hope you brought pizza. Let's wave high. Bully.
Yeah, if you could get back on there, Bullfrog. I don't know what happened, but if you could get on there, we would be honored because again, people want to hear from you. Like, don't ever think that you didn't make an impression, and that people, for whatever reason, whether they like you or hate you, I personally love it when they hate me. But regardless, you made an impression, and hey, wherever you can appear, people are gonna fucking tune in. So
There he is.
There he is. Okay, so let me just drag him in here. Biggity bam, baggity boom, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the
damn
one and only
Bullfrog.
legendary Bullfrog.
I'm the damn Bullfrog.
Speak.
What's going on, crackers?
Oh, the one and only, yes,
Bullfrog.
yes, this is so opportune, and we are truly honored, good sir, for you to present yourself here today, the Bullfrog King, yes. And how are you, good sir? Glad that you're
I
joining
am. I
and doing the
am
whole
doing.
tour.
I am doing good.
If you're a cracker, what kind of cracker would you be?
Not your Packer.
No, cracker. Casey's thinking about
Well, I
food
want to
right
be his
now.
cracker.
He
Like, I would be a saltine cracker.
Yeah, you. Yes, you would.
I think it'd be a Triscuit. OT. Very OT. So the one and only Bullfrog. It is clearly an honor for you to be here. Holy shit. The man himself returns. Obviously, you're doing a tour because from the word is that you appeared on Joe Cronin's show. And we have been honored that you have chosen to see us on your tour of, return. So what's been up with you? Like, what are you doing these days?
It's like a farewell tour, like John Cena's tour.
Exactly. But that's again, you're going out there saying like, hey, this is me. I'm back. I don't give a fuck, and I'm better than you, and you know it. So yes, a little MJF. Who doesn't love MJF? Yeah, it's been a while. People always talk when you make an impression. People talk about you even when you don't say shit. And Bullfrog, you certainly made an impression to the point where years later, people are still wondering what's going on with you. So, what do you want to tell us? What have you been doing?
Well, I did my other thing, right? Which we can't talk about on air, right?
Yeah, you did other stuff. That's cool. And nothing illegal, people. It's just simple work, honest work.
Yes, I'm busy
He paid his taxes.
working.
He paid his taxes.
Way to go, Bullfrog.
He was a contributing member of society.
And I still am.
And he still is. Breaking news. I don't know if you reveal that to Joe. I don't know what kind of shenanigans you had to go through popping up on his show, but I'm glad that at least here we can hear you without you having to yell over other people who are trying to fucking, start shit.
Yeah, I mean, being on that show last night gave me a fucking migraine.
Yo, I don't even have to be on that show. I can listen to 5 minutes. It'll give me a migraine. So I'm surprised that you are able to endure such punishment. But then again, you've shown yourself to be able to take it. You can dish it. You can take it.
Well, I woke up late because fucking Gargas gave me a fucking migraine from fucking hell.
You listen to Garguts? Or was that just because
No,
it was
I was
on Joe's show?
I was arguing. No, I was on the call with Garguts arguing.
Oh,
Fucking
just the
going
thought
back,
of that makes me
going
want to
back.
fucking vomit because that piece of shit is fucking absolute garbage, and like just to even be on a call with them is fucking tiring.
Yes, I was hammering him big time on the show last night.
Listen to me, I'm fucking retarded. I can't even pay for my own house, but fuck you, Bullfrog. Please don't arrest me, officer.
That's basically what it was.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And yet Joe still lets him on the call. And more importantly, is that not an insult to you?
Yeah, and I told Joe like 4 times to kick the fucker off the call, and he just ignored my request.
That's right. Kick him off the call. But no, again, this fucking disgusting piece of shit known as fucking Garguts, like he's a leech. He is a human. Well, he's not really human, but okay, he's a hominid-looking leech personified. Okay. I know that Danny has enough knowledge about human development that he would have to agree with me. This is not a full human. Leech would probably be the best parasite, word to use.
Or yes, parasite is the word.
Yes, there we go. Even fucking Bullfrog.
Even fucking Bullfrog, yeah, for real.
Okay, that tells a lot. Okay, so he recognizes who's trying to fucking be a parasite. Good on you, Bullfrog.
Speaks volumes.
It does.
But
It
yeah,
does
I've been busy with other stuff, so I've been
Good.
keeping to myself
Good.
and
You
doing
know
other
what? Again,
things.
fuck everyone who is a critic of you, who's trying to start with shit with you and stuff. It's just like these people are garbage, to be quite honest. Um,
Well,
obviously, you did bring a lot of shit onto yourself. Okay, but that being said,
yeah.
like, you don't, you've shown yourself to not want harm on other people, and that you really just want to do your own thing, and you've done that. You've literally disappeared, and then done your own thing, and then come back, and you're still doing your own thing. So, that has to be at least acknowledged.
Yes.
Word.
How you been there, Dave?
I've been doing good. And
Did you see that new Titanic documentary on the Disney thing?
I have not actually, but again, no, I was actually going to mention that prior, but I know that you love the Titanic. I was going to actually ask you what's new
Yep.
in
Yep.
Titanic news, but now you're telling me there's a Disney fucking documentary on the Titanic.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, it's like a 1 hour documentary. It's actually pretty fucking good.
I want to see an AI video of you and Tommy and C, fighting on the bow of the Titanic, because both of you guys like that movie. And like while it goes down, you guys are still like fist fighting, like the Hulk and the Thing, like just fucking. That would be great. Like somebody make that AI happen, because that would be great. Bullfrog versus Tommy NC just fighting as the Titanic goes down, because again, like I said, both of you guys like it, and even Tommy has done like, and maybe you should do this too. I would certainly give you a thumbs up, but like do lip syncing of songs. And you could do Celine Dion, like "My Love Will Go On," and use
My heart will go on.
my apologies. See, you know your shit. I don't, and that's why I yield to you, good sir, the historian of the Titanic. And you
Yeah.
even showed off books that you bought books on, like the Titanic
Yeah.
and all
Well,
that
I
sort of
bought
thing.
them at the museum. I bought them at the museum.
That's right. You actually
when they
went.
were here.
Yeah, that's how committed you are. That we got. Come on, guys. You got to give respect to Bullfrog on that. He is so committed to his love to the Titanic that he went to the fucking museum to fucking check that shit out. And museums are fucking awesome. And he bought shit at the gift store where they're like fucking 10 times the price that you would get on fucking Amazon. But he bought them
True.
at the fucking gift shop.
Well,
That's
yeah,
respect
like
there.
5. Well, I actually bought a model of the ship also.
A what? You bought a what?
An actual model of the ship.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, I remember. You went all out. You bought books. You bought the fucking model. You bought all this shit when you went to
Yep.
that fucking museum. You're committed.
Yep.
It's your thing.
Yeah, I like to do things when I'm at gift shops. I try to tribute when I'm at
He
gift
doesn't give a
shops. You know.
fuck. Oh, you want to charge me 3 times the
guess that's
price?
a
Fuck
tribute.
you. I'll pay 4. That's Bullfrog. I don't give a fuck. I'm paying the full money. I want that fucking model. I want that fucking book. I want that recipe
Yeah.
book. And the recipes. Oh, have you seen the recipes of the meals that they served on the Titanic?
Yeah,
Just
I remember
incredible.
you showing me some like a while back ago.
Oh, it's just amazing stuff. Truly luxurious. Another aspect that I'm sure that Bullfrog
Now
will.
you know that they're
Dude,
building
that sounds
another.
badass. I've never even thought about that, but that sounds amazing, especially right now, being that I'm fucking starving. Like, I bet they did have some great fucking cuisine on that fucking boat.
Even fucking economy class had some good sounding fucking meals, and the higher up you went with the classes of the ticket, the more opulent of the meals that
Yeah.
you would get. It's fucking nuts, man.
Can only
Back in
imagine how
those
thinking
days,
about that.
literally 110, 120 years ago, the opulence, the quality of the fucking meals that were offered. Today, you would think they would be reserved for royalty.
Well,
Because that's
you know
how
they're
fucking good they are.
Well, they're making the Titanic too, an actual ship, right?
They are, but it still doesn't reach the size of current cruise ships,
No, it's
which are
actually
like
it's no, it's actually exactly replica. It's exact same
it's
length and everything. Just they're
exactly it's
calling
a
it Titanic
replica.
too.
That's what I'm saying. It's a replica of the original, which is uh, uh, maybe a fifth the size of current ocean liners that are so big that they've got the ability to have like three swimming pools on the
True,
top deck,
true, yeah.
fucking roller coasters and
Fucking
fucking
water
slides and
slides and
shit.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, like dude, if you look at the
true.
difference of ships from the Titanic to fucking what we've got today, you have floating cities that are basically the cruise lines that we have today. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
like
even
literally, like
compare.
old people fucking retire and live on these boats now. They don't even have like
No,
a home.
and
They
that
live.
actually, if you want to bring the political talk, okay, fine, Danny. But the fact is that the reason why people are doing that is because this is so insane, guys. It's cheaper to live on a cruise boat when you're old than it is to own a home in
Yeah, no,
America
literally, yeah.
and pay the
I actually really
taxes
wasn't gonna go into a
that
political
maintain
fucking
it.
view of
That's
this, but
insane. That's fucking insane. When people have to go live on a cruise ship because the tax
yeah, bro.
in America, okay, we're again, it's not even close to Canada's taxes. In America, we're owning a home costs you so much, where it's cheaper for you to just live year to year on a cruise
Excuse
ship.
me.
That's a sad
I mean,
state
I would be
of the
down
economy.
down for that. I'll
No,
be down
well,
for that.
hey, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying like you wouldn't want to do that. I personally get tired of that, to be honest. I don't want to be on, rocky waters all the time. I want ground. Okay, that's where I feel comfortable, on ground. But like affordability, it's understandable. But the fact that people have to go even to that to afford a life is insane. To live on a cruise ship because it's cheaper than living in your home country and paying the taxes for a home, even a little shitty home, that should worry everybody. But that's a trend. We're seeing that more and more with people from America, for example.
It's
Yeah, and
true.
as Titanic gets two gets approved, I want to try to go on that fucking ship.
Okay. Yeah, ignoring exactly what I just said, but regardless, we're here for you. You are our special friend, and we are honored for your appearance on here. I know that you are willing to go on Joe Cronin's homosexual show, but at least here, no homosexuals allowed. And and yes, we respect your views, as twisted as they might be. There, Bullfrog.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So, how about
You
this?
know,
Like Michael Jackson. You've always liked Michael Jackson. Have you gotten any new albums from him?
No, no, he's hasn't done anything lately, so
I'll be
or
back, gentlemen. I'm gonna eat something real quick.
or his
Back.
company hasn't. Yeah, his company hasn't released anything lately, to my knowledge. I mean, the only thing I've gotten recently is the 40th Thriller album thing or whatever that they brought out recently.
Okay. So, Danny, for some reason, disconnected. Not too sure why, but yeah, it is. It is. To be honest, Bullfrog, it is nice to hear from you again. It is very nice for you to even choose to be on the show today. Um, you are very guarded, understandably, because of the bullshit that's been tossed your way, as to where you spend your time. And the fact that you're here, I certainly do appreciate it. I'm sure everyone else does, even the viewers, the haters, the watchers, the sisters and the brothers. But again, like, you are iconic. You've got to, regardless of the bullshit that's happened in the past, you, Bullfrog, need to understand that you've made such an impression that you could leave for years and people are still referencing you. People are still saying, holy shit, those were good times when Bullfrog was around. And obviously you're back and stuff, but again, you already made your fucking, you made your
like I
impact.
said, is the farewell tour, like John Cena's.
Again, you've had several goodbye, just be honest. You've had several goodbye tours, just like, you're saying right now. And then you always came back. But regardless, every time, people are recognizing the fact that you did bring something, sometimes quite questionable, sometimes, not acceptable, but you certainly made an impact. That's the big thing. And even if you were to just leave, you got to remember that. Just like if I was to leave, I know. Oh, come on. I've already made my imprint big time. So I don't have to say shit. And the same with you is just like you literally have just made to the point where like people like Joe Cronin are still using you as a sound clip, right? So
yeah, on one of his donations.
yeah, but that's the thing though. So you made an impact. You're still remembered even if you're not around. So you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yep. So where's YR as he lost in limbo?
I don't know. I don't even know if he's on Discord, but we still have Casey here.
So it's all in the community still.
What do you mean?
It's all here still. I mean, I've been gone for so long.
Well, I
That's
killed
his own thing, but
I killed a few people of them, so some of them are dead. So
Is this Casey?
that's Casey's wrong.
yes,
The one and only.
Oh my god! No, it's Casey. Oh fuck!
He's not. What are you saying to fuck? He's a good guy.
not as the people I killed. I mean, and I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm talking about some of the people that is in the community I took care of.
You took care of what?
I took care of them permanently.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
I bet he didn't.
And who did you take care of?
That
Let's
sandwich,
say
it was delicious.
the people that are not here no more. Those are the people I took care of. So I have no. I can't name names. If I name names, I'd get in trouble.
Oh, so now you don't have the guts to do
Okay.
it. Oh, I did all this, blah blah blah, but like I won't say names. No,
Oh yeah.
it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. If you're gonna fucking claim this honorific status, then you've got to be naming names. If not, it's just like it's worthless. I'm so good, but I won't name my enemies. No. It's not how it works. Name your enemies. Let's go.
I think that's how it works. I mean, I
No, it doesn't work that way. I'm telling you right now.
can't tell.
Come on,
I'm
Casey.
if I'm going to be prosecuted,
Even Bullfrog sees this, okay?
I can't give you guys a heads up who I took care of.
All right, we'll deem him as classified then.
Classified retarded.
Well, what about this? Once we get off the call, I'll tell you.
No.
And right now, I can't do it on the air because then you guys would have audio evidence of this. I can't have that against me.
But what's to say I don't record you even when I do terminate this fucking show?
Then I could say, hey,
Casey.
that's all fake. Like,
It's AI, even though there's 3 different filming of me doing it. So
Exactly.
Casey,
He doesn't want
you took care of
witnesses.
the problem. That's good for you.
That could be all AI.
AI
So
took care of the problem.
Unreal.
eventually it will be. I mean, in a few years, I mean, look what AI's doing now. I mean, they're doing music, they're doing videos. Eventually, AI will, you know,
Well,
there'll
we
be
all know. Well, we all know AI is Skynet, right? Let's not kid ourselves.
already got Sky. Was it Skyberdyne that was
Skyberdyne?
Cyberdyne.
Oh my god,
Cyberdyne.
Skyberdyne.
Skyberdyne?
Guys, hashtag in the
Cyberdyne.
chat. Hashtag
Guy,
Skyberdyne.
Skynet. Skynet.
yeah, Skyberdyne.
Or
Cyber.
Cyberdyne.
No,
Cyberdyne system.
Skyberdyne. That's what.
That's what I
Oh.
said. Skyper9.
But yeah, we all
I'm
know
the head of
AI is
AIIEAOE. I'm Casey.
but yeah,
Well,
we all know AI is Skynet.
Eventually.
And then we all know
Eventually.
and then we all know Tesla's robots is gonna be the Terminators.
Eventually. Eventually.
So Terminator is being fulfilled right now.
well, I mean, that's what's happening with some of these Teslas. They're not being firebombed. They're exploding on command by Tesla.
On command. So you think Tesla's
Yeah,
like putting in the order destroy unit 8572.
exactly.
Exactly. Forget about the E that usually precedes exactly. No, forget that E, and we're just gonna say exactly. What the Z? I mean,
Can we make Casey's voice the new AI program for our
Oh god,
command?
no, please. Imagine him imagine if you had like an Iron Man suit and Casey is your Jarvis. You're gonna want to kill yourself.
Well, not if we upgrade him every year.
No, there's no upgrade. You just gotta destroy that suit.
Eventually,
no fucking Casey Jarvis.
I eventually become Vision afterwards. You know,
Vision.
Jarvis Vision. So that's a vision. That's eventually
more like
gonna happen.
revision.
But
I'm not small enough to play the Vision.
Imagine you in fucking in spandex, dude. Please. Just I don't want to imagine that. It's dangerous. It's scary. Casey, please.
I think it would look that bad.
No, it'd be worse.
It'd be terrifying.
Indeed. This guy gets it. It's like when when he dressed in that fucking green suit, which was just not even big enough for him, so he couldn't even close it up on the back. He was that big, and
Yeah, that'd be Casey in the green outfit.
that would be Casey in the green suit. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I've just been busy doing my own thing.
That's good. That's a good thing, and hopefully you are continuing to, make new recipes and stuff. Again, I always encourage other people to, make new food. Yeah, it's.
So, can we talk about politics?
If you wish, yes.
Ooh.
So, what do you think about the Trump train so far?
An interesting, go at it. Things aren't happening fast enough, in my opinion, when it comes to the deportation of illegals. But you have this interference from the judicial system, which is totally corrupt and, as such, preventing Trump from accomplishing what the people have willed. So all these arrests for these judges that have been going on are a good start, but aren't even close to where it needs to be. Anybody that is preventing Trump from fulfilling his mandate should be arrested for treason. plain and simple. And should be punished under the treasonous laws, which means death. So all these corrupt judges, they need to die.
Do you think his administration is doing good so far, or questionable?
No, I don't think they're going far enough. There should be millions of illegals deported every day. Okay, you've got literally fucking 60 million illegals, 60 to 100 million illegals, depending on you judge it, in America. Okay, these people need to be by force removed. And I would go so far as to implant fucking implants into them that if they were to, again, try to come over the border and they were scanned and it was found that they, again, were trying to get back in, they would be immediately executed.
Yeah, well, I think Trump's trying to do that, but
no, he's not going to. No, he's not suggesting immediate execution. I'm suggesting that because I am the true candidate that would bring order to disorder. Okay, I will be the next emperor of the empire. But again, that's what I would do, and Trump is not going far enough, in my opinion. It's a good start, but it's not far enough. So.
Well, let's just say he's pushing the boundaries of what boundaries can be pushed.
No, the boundaries are so easily fucking pushed when it comes to leftists. Like, oh my God, you want to deport an illegal MS-13 fucking gangster who's already killed, like 20 people? You want to export him and take him back to his fucking home country? It's like, yeah, we don't even want to house him here and pay his jail. We want him out of here because why, in my opinion, it's like, why? Why do you even want to waste that fucking deportation? Shoot him in the head. End it. 22 cents for a fucking round of ammunition. Shoot him in the head, bury him, or give his body to hogs or something. And
just do it, or do it John Wick style.
Exactly. There's no tolerance. There should be no tolerance for these people. They're illegal. If they come into the country illegally, they got no right. So why are they trying to give them rights?
Yeah, and then when they come in illegally, they act like they're special.
They act like that they're owed something. But America no Western country owes these third world illegals anything. But, I don't know. I haven't watched Joe Corn in a long time, but he's always been a very, very big proponent of supporting illegals. I don't know if you still watch him, Bullfrog, but, he's kind of weak there on that point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really pay attention to his politics part, so.
But you did join the show the other day, so.
Yeah, but it was mostly... it was mostly me and Gargas arguing towards the end, and then they, I don't know, like I said, but last night was all a big blur. I got still a headache from it.
Okay. But, it was good to hear from you, Bullfrog. I mean, we've been going on for 2 hours and 20 minutes, but it is currently 6:07
That's great. Let's have a 24-hour stream, man.
I gotta make dinner.
Okay.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. And
I'm getting a little hungry as well.
When are you going to do? Are you going to make something just like Bullfrog? Are you like Bullfrog? Are you going to... no. Sorry, Bullsy. Bullsy, no. Bullsy, you can join the Discord that we're on right now. But Skype is not the way to do things. But you were saying about eating... Hold on. Kind of thrown off there. But you were hungry, Casey. And I was going to insult you, just like I was just going to insult Bullfrog, where you're going to make something that is already pre-made, right? You're going to take a pre-made pizza or sausage rolls or something, put it in the oven, heat it up, and look at me, I cooked. Meanwhile, it's just like, no, dude, that's not cooking. That's just reheating something that somebody made you. Right? Gentlemen, yes or no?
I mean, if you something simple.
What are you making then, Bullfrog? What's tonight's dinner for you?
Um,
Good sir.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, come on. What do you? I know you've got your mind on something, and maybe it's a couple of things. But what is it that you are feeling? Because come on, man, your stomach dictates. So like you're feeling something tonight. Like maybe I'll have this or maybe I'll have that. What do you have?
Uh, I really don't know yet.
Come on, man. You've got something in your fridge that you're looking forward to
Well,
making. Is it pizza?
I had Arby's last night, so
Yeah, but that's last night. Tonight, you have, and again, what are you going to do tonight? Are you going to watch some wrestling, old videos, maybe watch Titanic again? Like, what are you watching and what are you eating tonight? Come on, man.
probably gonna just order some takeout food, probably.
What?
But I don't know
Okay.
which one.
Hey, I love, always talking about food. So if you're going to be going for takeout, what are you feeling tonight, good sir? I love talking about food. Give it to us. Give it to us. What are you getting?
I don't know, probably some burgers. I don't know, from
That's it?
another place.
No, because you in the past when we've talked about food, you're like, no, I decided to get Chinese food or this and that, and so just a couple of burgers. That's it.
I'm debating either to get Chinese or this burger place. That's what I'm debating right now.
But the burger place, like just a couple of burgers, like really for real, like are they that good? Like, is also there's delivery, things get cold. Like, is it that good of a burger? Is it just something different
they're
to
pretty
try?
efficient when they're pretty efficient when they bring my stuff.
Okay, but you've
But
had them before?
yes,
Okay.
Oh,
And it's worth ordering?
yeah.
Okay.
well, I'll have some Chinese food myself.
And what type of Chinese are you thinking about getting, Casey?
I was going to think about, having eaten some dog. So,
What
yeah.
is wrong with it? What is wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me? That's what they feed you is dog, right? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to eat my dog. I like my dog too much to eat him. But, I mean, that's what I figured they cook in those Chinese restaurants, right? They don't actually
No,
give you, like,
but,
chicken or actually meat. It's dog.
okay.
You didn't know that? They, they feed us dog with Chinese food.
No, I don't think they do that.
Oh, ask Dave. They do.
Well, it depends on where, but yes, in America, they'll get whatever meat they can and they'll mix it in. So they'll find strays and they'll mix it into their meat. But in China, there's literal dog meat festivals. Anyone who tries to downplay that is a fucking liar because there's literally videos of thousands of people attending festivals where they eat dog meat, and there's also transportation videos where they've got these dogs in cages that are fucking 9 high, and these dogs are fucking just all scared and shit, and these people don't give a fuck.
I believe that part.
So Latino Heat joined the server again, but I don't know if he was trying to join the call, but I don't know. Discord's not working as I would expect it, but regardless.
Latino He's asking if my dog's still living. Yeah. He was on the stream earlier. If you want to rewind, he's still alive. He's still with me right
Yeah,
here.
but you know what? I would train my dog for a copy of Donkey Donkey Panic on the Famicom.
I'm sure you would, Casey. I'm sure you would.
I'm gonna go
So
get to reheat my Chinese food.
Oh, so you did order Chinese food. At what time?
Yeah,
8 in the morning? Nice and old for you?
it was yesterday's.
Yesterday?
What's wrong
Oh,
with
jeez.
that?
Oh, you know what?
he
Send
he,
photos.
he
Send
like
photos in my Discord, and we'll judge it accordingly. How about that? If it
he
looks
liked
old and there's maggots
vegetables.
going in there, then maybe we'll have to judge it. But you go have your Chinese food.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, man. There goes
Have a good
Casey
night.
is raw. Check him out when he doesn't choose to not stream.
Uh,
All right.
So
So there he goes, and it's just you and I, Bullfrog.
that's what.
I do plan to be making food shortly, so I'm going to be wrapping up the show. Yeah, we need to
What are
get
you planning on for making?
tonight. I'm going to make a steak.
Ooh,
I deserve it. Steak is very expensive, and I decided to do that for myself. I have yellow Yukon potatoes that are always the best for mashed potatoes. So obviously the steak
Oh,
will be accompanied with mashed potatoes. Go ahead, Bullfrog.
so but here's one thing. How do you feel about this tariff war that's going on?
I
The
love it. I
the
love it, to be quite
the
honest, because Trump is exposing so many weaknesses in Canada, forcing the politicians in Canada to finally act after decades of them not doing so. So it's hilarious that it took Trump to simply say 51st state for Canadians to be like, holy shit, we're in danger. Maybe we should do something about this and, try to protect our economy that we weren't trying to protect for the last 10 years. So simply Trump scaring Canadians is the fucking most awesome thing. And who knows? Maybe we will end up the 51st state.
uh, I heard on this show that Canada doesn't want to pull the trigger.
No, that's what the media tells you. I mean, the media is all fucking lying because many people don't want what we have right now. So,
So
yep.
you think Canada will be the 51st state?
Eventually, probably. Because again, economically, Canada can't put up a fight, and that's what they're trying to. They're trying to put up the face that Canada can wage an economic war against America, and they can't. And those that think they can are delusional. So America is going to make Canada bend the knee, regardless. They don't even have to send troops into Canada to annex it. All they got to do is enact certain economic platforms, and it'll force Canadians to, become part of the union. That's why the elite
Yeah.
here are so fucking freaked out, because they know they can't win. And then they put up these slogans, these stupid elbows up. That's a fucking dirty hockey term, where you put your elbows up to try to fucking hurt people. And this whole idea that Canadians are now Canadians, despite the last 10 years of being told there's no such thing as a Canadian anymore by Trudeau, it goes to show that they're desperate. But tomorrow's our election. Tomorrow is D-Day, Bullfrog. Tomorrow we get to see whether Conservatives get elected into power, which is what was projected prior to this globalist plant being put into power. Mark Carney, or we see the Liberals take over for another 4 years, and Dave Rose leaves Canada entirely.
I would leave it entirely. I
It's
mean,
again,
unless
it's
you
a
want to stay
plan
another 2
that I need to
years.
keep in mind. So, again, I've had people tell me, just come to my state, I'll harbor you, even if you're illegal. So there are opportunities there. Trump has also said that he would be willing. He put that out there. He put the idea out there that if he that he'd be willing to offer full citizenship for Canadians that qualify for certain skill levels to add to the economy. I would do that too. And there's other countries. El Salvador, for example, with the way that they change things, President Bukele making it the safest country in Latin America. And you've seen this where they've jailed all these extreme criminals in their supermax prisons, where they've also sent American criminals. And, the left is obviously complaining about that. But it's made the country the safest it's ever been. It's the most prosperous it's ever been. And it's bringing back investment. And that is a place where I could probably do some good. Again, knowing English and Spanish, being able to do documentation, translations, and all different sorts of skills and stuff, hard and soft. If Canada falls to this communist bullshit, there are certain places that I'm considering going because it's not sustainable.
I want to wrap some up real quick, and then you can go eat after that because people are probably dying to hear me talk. So
go for it.
Okay, I've had
the floor is
I'll try to
yours, Bullfrog.
Okay,
yeah.
so I've been talking to this person, or I don't know if you've heard the recent thing with what I've been going through on Joe's shows.
I have not. I don't listen to Joe. Fuck him. Please continue.
Okay, so I've been in contact with this person claiming to be Jackie Redmond, the backstage reporter, the wrestling or backstage reporter for the wrestling company. I contacted her or this person on Skype. So, and we've been talking for a year and a half, and she promised me this, and she never came through with one thing, and then she did this ultimate promise where she was going to get me front row WrestleMania tickets for this past WrestleMania recently, and that didn't come through. But now, first, we were supposed to see each other at Christmas, and this person made up some wild excuse saying, I can't make it. I'm busy with my work and my schedule, blah, blah, blah. I can't make it for Christmas. And then she's like saying, well, I'll make it up to you at WrestleMania. And then here comes WrestleMania and no fulfillments. And see, the thing is, I'm getting about this whole thing. I contacted this person on Skype, before it got phased out, claiming to be Jackie Redmond, and then she's over here telling me about her job and what she does with her job. That's the sketchy part. And what's also the sketchy part, she made a video for me a while back ago, but now since I got a new phone, I can't transfer the video over because it's I had to turn my phone into the other cell phone company. So now I don't have the video of what she made for me because she's saying my name, saying that she loves me, that she wants to be with me, but then everybody's telling me I'm being catfished and it's fake.
But you are being catfished. And on top of that, you got to remember, nowadays, somebody can make an AI and make it look like it's somebody, but it's not them. So, and again, the problem is, these people are fucking faggots, to be quite honest. They try to bait you, and it's working, unfortunately. But, they try to bait you, Bullfrog, and they have no lives. So what they do is that like they'll spend
Well, the
whatever
funny thing
instance
is,
that they've got
this
to try to
person,
get you convinced that this is, a real person rather than just a fucking troll. And again, like, more importantly, I don't think this is on you. This is on them. If they're willing to spend a year and a half trying to convince you that they're
yeah,
this individual that they're not, that's gay as fuck. That is gay as fuck. And like, what a
yeah,
waste. What a waste of life.
yeah, because and then I finally got some clarity out of this person saying, "Oh, I'm not ready to meet you yet," and I'm like, "What do you mean you're not ready to meet me yet? We've been talking for like a year and a half. Like, what do you mean you're not ready to meet me yet? I mean, you're just wasting my time. You're wasting your
Yeah,
time."
but it wasn't real in the
I mean,
first place, Bullfrog. That's the thing, though, is that you allowed yourself. That's the thing. You got to realize that you've got a target on yourself because you just are yourself. You don't really care. People can say whatever the fuck they want about that, but it's like literally you're just you. You don't hold back. You're just yourself. It, let's be honest. That isn't always what you do isn't always the most conductive or conducive. People will disagree with it, but again, whether it be your retardation or the fact that you're just believing yourself, you just say your thoughts and you're true to yourself, and you're not really willing to sort of like change your opinions. So people will judge you on that. The same thing with me. It's just like people will judge you when you're honest and they disagree. So like, yeah, you've said things that people will disagree with. But if you
okay,
stand fast, but again, like the thing is though, like you really don't care. Like you're just like, I'm me and I'm just going to tell the truth. And that has to be respected. Even if people don't agree.
what I was saying about my situation. So the only what kept me talking to, she was telling me things about her work and the wrestling company and like what she does with her work and like tell me what kind of day that she's having and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
Like
Case,
the details of her work.
But Bullfrog,
That's
like
what
you've got to
was so
understand,
bizarre.
like that they were just leading you on. They were, and it's not even a she; it's a he. It's a he who's been fucking doing this. But then again, it goes to what I was just saying: is that these people are just so desperate for any sort of interaction that they'll try to troll you, right? So again, like Bullfrog, you got to understand, like these people are just trying to get you. And again, like spending a year and a half trying to fucking get you to believe what they're
Yeah,
saying.
that's the weirdest thing.
No, it just shows
A
obsession.
year and a half
You're
with
that
this
special.
person.
You're that special, Bullfrog, that these people are so obsessed with you that they're willing to spend a year and a half trying to convince you that they're somebody they're not. So, in one hand, you've got to sort of appreciate that and be like, yo, I'm that special. But the other hand, you have to look at this person and be like, yo, that's pathetic. Like, you're trying to play this game and stuff. And yeah, it fell on you. It wouldn't have happened on me. Okay, Bullfrog. But the fact is, okay, so you fell under the spell and you believe that this person was real when they weren't. But again, regardless, this person held it up for a year and a half. Like, that's pathetic.
Yes.
That's fucking pathetic. And that just goes to show that, okay, they want to play you and you fell for it, fine. But you're not as pathetic as they are for keeping up that hoax for a year and a half. That's just fucking sad.
And what is the weirdest thing about this whole thing is that this person never asked me for anything, like no money whatsoever.
Yeah, but you fell
That's the
for it.
weird thing.
You fell for it. Okay, so you gotta move on, Bullfrog. You gotta move on and realize that they played you on purpose, and it's happened in the past. Okay, there's been other instances where you believe that somebody was talking to you that it wasn't them, and
Right.
but that's the thing though. It's just like these people are. It's an explanation into the people that try to do this to you. Okay, they're pathetic. They try to pull this shit off and spend all this time doing so, and
I'm gonna make
it's just
this.
fucking sad.
Hang on. Okay, because I'll make this short and sweet. So like I said, we only texted. She's there. This person has never called me because I begged this person 1,000 times to call my personal phone and nothing. So and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, she makes me a video and saying my name, saying that she loves me, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards. And then, but like I said, we've only texted, and that was it. That was the whole shebang. That's and then I begged this person to call me 1,000 times and no phone calls.
Yeah, but see, again, you've got to. Whenever somebody tries to cozy up to you, Bullfrog, again, I can't say this enough. Just ignore them because they're trying to fucking play you. Okay.
Right.
But it is nice that you're back, that you're around. Again, I really do hope that people don't fuck with you further and stuff because it's just like, please, just let this guy just do his thing, as retarded as you think it might be. Like, just leave him alone. Okay? Like, let him do his own thing. Let him fucking ruffle feathers. What does it cost you? Oh, a year and a half of your fucking obsession to fucking follow this? Like, it's so fucking pathetic. Why don't you, again, pick on a man that, well, pick on a person that is more qualified for your attacks, okay? Because it's just fucking sad. Fucking sad. Like, honestly, like, leave Bullfrog alone. Like, and again, I've had my issues with Bullfrog and stuff. And, I saw the papers, okay? The Argentine, from West Germany, has saw the papers, seen, whatever. But I've seen the papers, and again, like, just leave Bullfrog alone, okay? Like, if you got a big issue, take it up with me. Because, like, seriously, just stop. It's so much in this community is so fucking pathetic. Oh, we're gonna try to fucking start shit and stuff. It's just like, yeah, but if you really want to start shit, why don't you go against those that can, hit back hard? Because you're pussies, and that's exactly why. So, Bullfrog,
All
any
right.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Stay safe. Keep your nose clean. Try to behave, dude, because again, you do bring bring a lot of it onto yourself, okay? So you're smart enough to figure things out. You got the internet as well to fucking help you. So you should use the AIs and stuff, tell you how to respond to people. But, like, good to hear you back. Thank you for appearing here on the Devious Dave Rose Not Too Chill stream episode with your takes, and keep doing your tour of return for the community. I'm sure people will love it. And yeah, any final words that you would like to add?
I wish the community well, and thank you for all of your support. Thank you for talking about me over the years. I appreciate it.
You are clearly an icon. You have made an imprint, and even if you never did come back, people would continue to talk about you and the impression that you made and the enjoyment that you did bring. That is quite honest. But the final question that we all have is, and yeah, you said previously you didn't know, but I'm pressing you right now. What are you making for dinner? Frozen pizza, chicken wings, cereal.
It's probably gonna be Chinese food.
You're gonna order the Chinese food. Are you gonna get? So do you like chow mein? Do you like? What do you like? Again, we got to talk about this.
The shrimp, the shrimp and the noodles.
Shrimp and noodles. That's a big bowl, I'm guessing, for a big boy. Anything else? Are you gonna get spring rolls? You're gonna get like dumplings? Like...
Yeah, I'm gonna order a few spring egg rolls.
Egg rolls. Okay, so you like them. You like them girthy. You like an egg roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget the spring rolls. Too thin. He likes them thick. He likes them raw.
Yes, I like egg rolls.
Ooh, So just that, or are you gonna order more? Because like again, the more you get, the cheaper it gets. Like, and you got food for the rest of the week. That's why I love fucking ordering Chinese food, because the quantities are just fucking massive. But like, you getting anything else? Chicken balls, fucking, I don't know, rice, anything like that?
Yeah, probably shrimp fried rice.
Shrimp fry. You like the shrimp tonight? You get the shrimp with the noodle, and you get the shrimp in the rice. Oh, excellent.
So that'll fill me up for the next 2 days.
That sounds excellent. I heed to your culinary advice for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are choosing to eat and order out, take the Bullfrog advice and get yourself some great Chinese food with a lot of shrimp. But Bullfrog, always great to hear from you. Thank you for tuning in, for calling in, for rejoining the community that has revered you since your impression. Any final words before we end the show and I can go eat my steak?
Yep. Have a good one.
Excellent. A man, a few words. Always respected the man and only Bullfrog. I am your host, Devious Dave Rose. I look forward to making myself a nice juicy steak with some yellow Yukon mashed potatoes and some vegetables for my meal tonight. But as always, we shall see you